to kill you. Don't wait for her to kill you. Don't wait for it to stop. It won't ever stop. It won't ever stop.
Hey, good evening everybody. Welcome back to the final round of Role Playing Unlimited for 2024. Sunday night here is going to kick it off with Session 7, and they will be the first of our 6 tables to complete their year journey here at Role Playing Unlimited. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian, where the Great Plains begin. And wishing you, as always, a wonderful evening, a fantastic weekend, and many smiles wherever you may happen to be joining us from. And we're going to jump right into things here. And, yeah, I guess we'll see where this session takes us.
Little pig, little pig.
Hello.
Let me in.
Good evening. Hello, everybody.
What it is, Mother Trucker?
We just calling people truckers now? Okay, I get it.
I guess so. I'm still waking up here myself. It's been a weird energy day. I don't know.
All good. We were just talking about downtime shit.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know what happened at some point during like noon today. I became convinced that today was Saturday. And as the day ticked on, it wasn't until a couple hours ago that I was like, wait a minute, it's Sunday. I have a stream tonight. I'm running a game tonight, and I am not as prepared as I should be.
Better not be Saturday. I don't want to go. I want to go back to work.
I saw the posting that you had said that every table only has one game left.
Yes.
Does that include us, or do we have another one on the 24th?
This is the final game for this table right here. You guys are the first one to have your final game of 24.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a second one in November or not.
That is a negative. You guys will be the maybe the first ones back when we come into 25. But yeah, this is the final session here, as posted in the bi-weekly seating channel. Everything is as organized as I can make it. If you look at the most recent one, it only has Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. The final session of the year will be November 21st, Thursday evening.
Oh, okay.
Okey-dokey. That makes sense. I was just double checking.
Absolute. Yeah, and then when we get to 2025, the Sunday 2, the Wednesday, and the Sunday 1 will catch up with their 8th sessions right there.
So I've still got one more session for Thursday then.
That is correct. Yeah, the final session will be the 21st.
Okay, I'll be sure to let my mom know that.
Cool. Because yeah, once we get past the 21st, we're now on the weekend before Thanksgiving here, and I know people's schedules are going to start getting pretty crazy. My anniversary with my wife is that weekend. My mom's birthday is that week of Thanksgiving week. Of course, Thanksgiving itself. And that's just on my side of the table. So I know everybody else is going to have stuff going on as well. So That is why we're calling it a little earlier than initially anticipated.
Valid. Valid.
That is
Also,
okay.
happy anniversary.
Thank you kindly. It'll be our sixth married and our 15th together.
Jeez, wow.
Haha, I win. 17 married and 19 together.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Fun fact, I'm getting married soon, and I'm excited.
Woo! Congratulations!
Oh, congrats.
Congratulations.
Yay!
Which of these mini coalescence backup and everything am I supposed to click? I've forgotten.
Just roll a d20 and join whichever one seems right.
Listen.
If we are not there, then you're in the wrong page. It
As soon
should.
as you load it and you scroll up and you see a Ballard surrounded by zombies, you're in the correct one. Then again, that should probably be any of the Sunday G2 ones.
Oh yeah, we are all here inside the Riverside Casino now. It is Coalescence Sunday 1 and 2. No deprecated, no legacy backup, nothing, no extra verbiage. It should just be Coalescence Sunday 1 and 2 is the game page.
Here.
And here we have our setup where we left it off last time. We've got our initiative already set in play here. And, oh boy. Oh. Alright. Hopefully our energy level will jump up here with us in the as the session progresses. But yeah, definitely make sure to check our initiative tracker here. Make sure that your character is reflected in there. Some of you, I had to go back a month or so to find the last initiative you rolled because we are in the same combat. So for Rala and Priyu, that would be the case. Your initiative values are actually from sometime back in October, possibly even September. And Greya, her initiative is from a couple sessions ago. I'm not sure why Priyu is flying across the map outside of her turn. Get your ass back onto the stairs.
I was going back because I remember when I was here, I was standing right in front of this little door right here, but I guess I have been flung outside with the weight of all of that rush of blood, like from The Shining.
Yes, indeed. Actually, I think what happened is your character was on the ghost layer and people kept stepping on her and I couldn't find where she was at, so I moved her out there for ease of location.
I guess I was
I
just.
love that implication.
I guess I was just keeping watch on the door then.
Yep, you still had not yet made your way inside the casino. I think you were at ground level as well, had not actually flown inside. Just keep in mind, we are in initiative here, so nobody should be moving their tokens or taking actions until your turn comes up.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Jax's hit points are off. So should I?
Mine were as well. I had to refresh.
If your character's leveled up since the last time you played, that would be why. You should be able to make those adjustments on your token yourself.
Got it, thanks.
Yes, indeed.
All that time, Rala's been reading Of Mice and Men.
And, yeah, hopefully...
That's not how Rala was supposed to go!
Yes, indeed.
That
book takes
How did Rala get my book out of my bag?
I have no idea. Just joking.
And, yeah, hopefully we have enough time here in our session tonight so that we don't have to do any prodding to get us to where we need to be before the session closes out tonight and we close out 2024. But in the event that happens, possibly be prepared for a bit quicker second half here, depending on how our first half goes. But Greya, you have got the top spot in the turn order. We have a lot of dead zombies around your location, and we can clearly hear and to an extent see that the combat has spilled out here to the north into the casino floor. So you've got the top spot and go right ahead.
Alright, well I see that there's a zombie who's just about dead right there in front of two people. Guess I'll just go ahead and go in for a kill steal.
Take him out, please.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And then I'll just go for...
If you can move one more square over, you'll have a loose flank. There you go.
Okay, well, let's get this ball rolling and see if we are going to survive or be eliminated. We will remain with 1 hit point. So you basically came up, hit her right in the head, and she kind of turned around like, "Rah!" And yeah, we're still good.
I punched her in the back of the head and then just like turned her head around like in a cartoon because she's a zombie. She adhered to the cartoon physics of turning her head around like 180.
I
degrees.
love.
What the?
I love that visual.
So now her head's on backwards. All right, that'll actually wait. Hang on.
The Wayans brothers. There's more?
Oh yeah. Flurry of blows.
How dare you?
There we go.
Just gonna go aura.
Oh man, I was all prepared to move on and like survive, and now I gotta roll 2 more saving throws.
How dare.
Damn.
Oh my god, and we made both saving throws, so you just hit this bitch 3 times in the head, almost like dug your fingers into the brain socket there to destroy her, and she's still just like, aha, I'm fine.
Oh my god.
I visualize one of those guys with those speed bags, the punching bags.
He also
Yeah.
unfortunately rolled a 1 on both of the
I
damage
know,
dice.
you rolled minimum damage on all 3 attacks. I was like, is that a glitch, or was it, or did you in fact roll 5 damage for each time? And yep, that's what happened.
Well, I'm a goblin, so I can't reach her. So I can't necessarily reach her head without jumping. So it's more like it's more like Raiden punching Senator Armstrong. Anyways, that'll end my turn.
Alright. Gonna need to give this goblin a pogo stick. Okay. Pogo, 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 pout! Tongue-in-cheek, who will be affectionately referred to in short going forward as Tick. Let's see, what are we gonna do? I guess, we'll see if this zombie can survive. Well, shit, I've got one of my own right here, so I guess we'll focus on that one.
It's funny you say tick because you remember I was talking about the epic boons when I was trying to select mine. If I was going to take the hit points one, I was going to call my character the Tick.
Frick. Yeah, I guess, Tick neglected to bring a melee weapon, so yeah, we're just gonna blast this zombie point blank range and hope for the best, and that is not the best. That is a missed attack, so we're gonna pass it over to Jax right over here.
Oof.
Alright. So I see one north-ish of Jax, and then oh yeah, so Gray and all those guys have taken care of them well. So is there indeed one north? I guess west of Jack. Hello.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's standing on top of a dead one, but yeah, this one is still very much active.
Alright, so going to use Great Weapon Master now, since he's on that. So, smack it 1.
Great weapon, master! Master!
Okay, that doesn't work.
Yeah, unless you want to give yourself advantage, that's going to whiff.
Yeah, might as well. I'll do that.
Alright, what is... wait a minute.
So it's 23, with,
Does the Great Weapon Master subtract from your attack and add to damage, or am I thinking of something different?
that is correct.
It does. It takes
So
5 away from the attack and adds 10.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Wait, 10?
in hovering over the attack result. I'm not seeing where it has -5. I can definitely see the Great Weapon Master where it added 10, but if you hover over the 11 and the 15, everything is just plus, 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 plus.
That's strange. I have the -5 Great Weapon Master Global Attack modifier checked off.
Weird.
You see? If you look at the character sheet, it's already checked off, so it's good work.
Yeah, that's very weird, because, yeah, looking at the math here, it does add up. 7 plus 4 plus 3 plus 1 is 15, and there's no subtraction having been accounted for there.
Do you want me to check and uncheck it and then roll?
Yeah, let's try that again. Let's see if it'll pop this time.
Okay, I've unchecked it. All right, I'm gonna roll. Disregard it.
All right.
All right, so that's without.
Okay, and still reads true, no subtractions.
Yeah, now I've checked it.
There it is. See, now it shows the -5 right there in the attack roll, whereas
Yeah.
it did not before.
Right, I'm gonna spend the hero point and see if the
Beautiful.
so it would have been a 15. So let me.
Correct. So that gets dropped down to a 10 with the -5. So you're looking to get a 4 or better on your hero point, which you did. So yes, 23 damage. And what is the damage? The dragon breath type. Oh, did I cut out there? What's the elemental damage type?
Yeah, I think. Oh, it's elemental. I guess. How about? I guess thunder is elemental. Or actually, it's lightning elemental.
It is.
Okay,
Lightning and
let's.
thunder are both elemental, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realize it had to be elemental, but that makes sense. Okay. Yep.
Well, we've
So
got a
let me figure it.
slight chance to make our saving throw here. That is a far cry from what we needed, so that zombie has been eliminated.
Woo!
And then he's gonna move. Oh, actually, you know what? With the glaive, he can reach the zombie. Nah, you know what? Tongue-in-cheek needs help, so he'll move.
That was
And
like a
with the
bad.
glaive-
It was like a bad video game glitch in that effect. Like you rolled your attack and then the game froze and like the math was like slowly loading above your character before finally, boom, and then the zombie just dies.
And Jax is like, whoa, what the fuck? All right, all right. Then Polar Mastery, same kind of thing. With the zombie near tongue-in-cheek.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna spend the inspiration to get that crit.
What was the difference between this and the first attack? Did you use 2 different polearms?
No. Oh, you know.
One is the butt end of the polearm, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, and weird. It says
Oh,
radiant
that's
here.
what
So-
what the okay. So the
Yeah,
final
and
attack
so-
there is with the hilt.
Yeah, exactly. But it says radiant here. It should be lightning. So let me change that.
Okay, cool. So we're looking at. It's actually going to be 11, 24,
27?
34 damage. All right.
Damn.
We'll take it. Yeah, your critical modifiers are not showing up there as they should, but I just kind of eyeballed it and maxed them out, and there we go. Bleeder is in big demand. Everybody wants Bleeder at their table. That's right.
Let's see. I think he's gonna move past tongue-in-cheek just to offer another potential target because I think he can take it. Is there space there?
There is. You're pressed up against the railing, but there is enough room for you to stand in there. No problem.
Okay, good. And then end turn. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's head back upstairs here. If you're not watching on the stream, this area is about to be pitch black for you, as crazy-ass Blake Barrington and Lucy have made their way up the elevator shaft to the second level of the hotel. They have smothered themselves in zombie carcass and are using that to gain advantage on their stealth rolls to try to navigate this hallway of the undead.
Tasty.
All right. They already stepped into this room here and apparently did not find what they were looking for. We'll take a quick peek here with Lucy. Actually, I guess Blake is the only one with vision. But
As
yes.
someone who's played the Walking Dead Telltale games, I know this tactic all too well.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I agree.
Oh my god. Me and my sister actually went through those games this year.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
My
games.
partner had never played those games before, and I made him play this most recent time, and it was so hard to not
My God.
backseat game.
My god, we got so attached to those games, honestly. Especially Season 2. Freaking
yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah, absolutely. But man, they did not hold up as well as I thought they would, like, gameplay-wise. They're a little buggy.
Just a skosh. I think I brought it up last time we were playing this. The first season of that game had a heavy influence on the Agent Orange campaign that we're kind of playing now. It actually began in 2013, but it's a decade in progress, and now we've mixed it in with our D&D stuff. All right, so Blake is moving, and all right, we will bonus action, cunning action for an additional move here. We are moving very slowly. We will object interaction, open this door up. Take a peek inside. Well, carpet's a little dirty, but otherwise all looks okay. And I think we'll just skip Ballard's turn here for a briefest of seconds so that we are not bouncing back and forth. We'll have Lucy take her turn. Also 15 and 30 as she continues moving through. And yes, that will now bring us over to this nastiness where Ballard is completely surrounded by a bunch of zombies. Probably better equipped to handle it this time than we were back in session 2 or 3, whenever that was.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah,
Oh my
but I
God.
had to use a wish card to get me and Shags out of it. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. One less round of rage. You are still grappled by the one that has pressed itself on top of the slot machine here. And otherwise, yeah, you got a bunch of them around you.
Would I have any advantage of attacking him since he's, like, on the slot machine, or is it just a normal attack against him?
It goes both ways. Anytime one of them is grappling you, they will have advantage on their future attacks, but they are willingly bringing you closer, so likewise you get advantage to attack them.
Okay, so I would have advantage. Okay. So then, yeah, I might as well just smack the ever-living shit out of him.
Okay.
Did I just smack his head off? Is that what I did, or?
Let's see here. 37. Yes, indeed.
Did you say 37?
In passing. That would be a.
I don't even think that was the right attack block. Hold on. Yeah, that wasn't even the orange pillar one. That's the orange pillar one.
Holy crap.
Damn.
I get a
those
second
numbers.
attack anyways, which would have been on this guy that is almost dead. It wouldn't have been advantage, but...
That again is a total of 37 damage then with the normal damage. Not including the rage.
What's giving you a static 17 points of damage for the Corpse Slayer Greatsword that is not using the orange peeler then? You have 12 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 dice 6. So there's 17 points of just automatic damage whenever you roll. And while I'm not saying that's impossible, and 420
I'm
brain is
looking for it. Give
possible,
me one second.
I'm feeling good with my chances here.
Did I just not name this one Orange Peeler? Is that why?
Maybe,
I'm gonna
because the
fuck
plus 12 added into there would be indicative of an
okay.
orange peeler.
Yeah, no, I just didn't label it Orange Peeler. That is the correct one. The one that is Orange Peeler, I have named Attuned. I will add Orange Peeler to the OP to the front of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
OP.
Because yeah, that second one looks a little off as well, but we'll cover that when time comes.
Okay, it has OP in front of it now, so that I actually know which one's which.
Alright, so go ahead and roll that attack, again using the correct block on which one is getting the second attack?
This guy.
Okay. Well, we are stunned or something to that effect, so that would be advantage on the attack, and yeah, we're not surviving that.
And then I will bonus action smack this guy with Shag's favorite attack I have, the grappling appendage.
Alright.
Fucking 1 on the damage, you gotta be fucking to me. Or 1 on the dice.
Oh, God forbid you actually be required to use the other 6 people in your party.
How dare this team game require teamwork?
We're just additional hit points to his hit point bar.
We'll just all stand back here and cheerlead with the help action. Alright, Parker, that is back to you. Is your character level 4 by chance? You should be.
Let me double check.
Yeah, level 15 hit points.
I was going to say 15 hit points.
Although,
is level 4.
Yeah, although it could just be that she's updated, but the token hasn't updated, like happened with 2 of you earlier tonight.
It could also be that I genuinely just never roll well on hit points, so...
Sure.
In that case, you should start taking average.
I do! But this game hates me, so...
Well,
No,
if
I
you're
mean,
taking
average
average, then there's no
is a
roll
fixed-
involved. It's just an average amount.
Yeah, it's a fixed amount.
I thought it was the average of the rolls.
No, it's just fixed amount depending on your class.
What
It's
is
basically-
your hit dice?
I will tell you once Roll20 decides to work with me.
What class are you?
My...
So we're asking the wrong questions first. The first question that should be asked is what level is the character, and the answer is level 2. So
You're
we
saying
are,
too many
level
words. I'm
3,
fixing
right?
that.
yeah, we
At
are 2
least level
levels
3.
behind here. The group minimum is now level 4. All of the party
Oh,
levels
level
leveled
4,
up
right,
back
right.
in session 6, and sometime between session 6 and 7, all of the tables completed the community challenge and got a bonus level up. So yes, indeed, you should
I was
be level 4.
definitely asleep.
And I'm pretty sure you're a druid, right, Dabashi?
I am a druid.
So
I
hit
am
dice is
a
D8.
Circle of the Jungle druid.
So with a hit dice D8, that means that an average hit dice for you, or hit point for you, would be 5 plus your God mod.
Well, the character
And max
Mancer will
up
take care of that as she goes through the process. So yeah, shouldn't be any need for manual adjustments here.
I already just went.
In all
through
fairness,
with
the
Lala,
only thing I
so-
can really do this turn, regardless, is going to be move inside the building. So,
All right. Well, while you're doing your level up, we will proceed with the turn order, and when you are able to get back onto the map and move your token, feel free to do so.
alright, sorry.
All good. Let's come back up to here. While I do have our players here, and I will try to do this with each of our tables now that we're in our final session of the year, but if history's any indication, you guys will be the ones to get the notice, and the other 5 tables will have to either be here for the stream or be attentive in the Discord. But December 1st is a big day in our Discord server. It is the 4-year anniversary since the Roleplaying Unlimited Discord server was created. We're going to have all kinds of fun and prizes. The entire month of December is going to have a lot of downtime activity, which you can use to upgrade your character in some new and unique ways. The conditions for these are, for the first, you have to participate on December 1st. And for the second, you have to participate in some fashion throughout the other 30 days of December. That is all. Alright, zombies up, and yeah, we've got a few here in the hallway. This one's gonna come investigate. Yo! Weren't you that zombie that I saw at the casino across the way? Nah, man, that wasn't me. Alright. Is the elevator working? Nah, man, you gotta take the hatch. Alright, well, we'll try that.
They're
Otherwise,
talking.
these two zombies will move over next to each other. Wow, you look a lot like me! No, you look a lot like me! Fuck you! Screw you! And they will... a little dust cloud appears as they start kerfuffling each other. Yeah, I guess the true zombie action is going to be down here, back in the casino. We'll start with Igor the Invincible, will be her new name here. Yes, a woman named Igor. I mean, Greya just, like, whooped all kinds of ass on us. I kind of feel like it's only fair to retort with a scratch attack. Whoosh. That's a 16 to hit Greya for 6 physical damage.
And that will hit.
Looks like it. And when it comes to between the two of you, guess we will play the odds here. We're going to try for a bite attack, 5% chance. Negative. Tried to bite on Jax there, nothing happening. And then we'll proceed over to this nonsense.
Don't call me nonsense.
Well, the situation is the nonsense. All right, so let's unsqueeze a little bit here. Yep, we will take that. We will take that. This one here will squeeze around, squeeze over. We will take the slot machine spot right there. Can get the grapple off of you. Otherwise, yeah, looks like we've got a bunch of them attacking. They're all at flank advantage. Some of them are at squeezing disadvantage. So we'll start with the 4 over here that are just rolling straight dice. A weapon, a pummel, a scratch, and a grapple. Weapon, pummel, scratch, grab. Damn, just got better as we went along. A 14 will not hit. A 19 for 8 physical with the
Will
pummel.
not hit.
Nope.
21 is.
If I can request, if you guys are able to adjust your hit point bars, please adjust your armor class bars for me as well. Nothing is as frustrating as, yes, I finally got... Nope, my AC is actually 2 higher than that. Sucker!
I did not notice. I don't know why it's not changing, but give me a second. I can see. If
It's the same thing with the hit point bar. Like, as you update your character, the token does not necessarily automatically update. Likewise, when you equip new things and what have you.
I've never updated the hit point bar. It usually always does it.
Huh.
That's why I was...
Weird. Well, then, a 21 scratch attack for 7 physical, and a 24 grab attack.
Alright.
So we will get that. We will get that. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 6 more of them, all with your traditional flank advantage here. Weapon. Bite, bite, grab, pummel, pummel. Alright. Weapon, bite, bite, grab, pummel, pummel. Holy moly, that's a lot of natural 20s. Wish we could have spread them out a
While
little
you're
bit more.
bullying us.
Son of a bitch! Why do I always roll a natural I double natural 20 on a fucking grapple attack?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Alright, so I got a weapon attack that, I mean, one of your characters could willingly throw themselves in front of it.
Okay, so I
Jugular
see the
first, and that would still miss.
I see the bite attack and the grab attack. I can't see any of the other ones other than the last two. Do any of the other three from the top hit?
That's
the
where
other two?
that's where I'm starting here, dude.
My bad.
So yeah, the first weapon attack is a far cry from the AC. The bite attack likewise, and then we got a natural 20 on a bite attack, which will hit for a mighty 5 damage total. Technically, it's 3 damage if you have it, because can't reduce the 1 down to anything less. And then we got a grapple attack, double natural 20s. Woo woo woo.
Does it go to 3, or is it still a total of 5? Because the +1 is still the same piercing damage.
Exactly. You reduce the 4 down to 2, and then you take the 1.
Okay.
So it becomes 3. Whereas normally if I just did a flat 5, of course you round down and it becomes 2. But when they're separate like that, you have to round each of them down, and the 1, of course, can't be rounded down any further than it already is.
No, my only confusion is just because it is a crit, but it's still the same piercing damage, still the same source of damage.
Correct, but they are separate dice in their own respect. That's how I've always worked it on both sides.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, and then a pummel attack for a miss, and then a pummel attack of 24 for 9 additional physical. And I think that is all we got. Let me just double check, make sure there's no zombies hiding in the bathroom. Is anybody hanging out down the hallway? Nope, you guys fucking murderized all of them. And murder hobos. Alright, well, let's bring it outside here to a cool, crisp summer day where, I don't know, sounds like all kinds of bloodshed and nonsense going on inside there, but you've managed to avoid it so far. Over to Rala.
All right, I'm just standing guard here for a bit. Totally for not for a month, clearly. We're always gonna actually start picking inside on it. So guys, anything like? Oh, geez, there's a bunch of dead zombies here. Just good.
You see
You
a bunch
do
of dead zombies there. You see
Hey,
Crew
hey,
kind of like sneaking through them all.
You doing all right?
There's some kind of nasty gaseous cloud coming out of the restroom over here. Do not go in there!
Oh, Yoon, what did you do at that bathroom?
Wasn't me, it was like that when I got there.
It was Taco Bell.
It's Taco Tuesday.
No, it's Chipotle.
Oh, God! If that was the case, she'd be out for like 10 combat rounds minimum.
This stream was not sponsored by Chipotle.
No,
Okay.
no.
It was
I think I'll
Chipotle,
take-
but she
I
made
think
sure
I'll-
to tell
I
him.
think I'll
This
take the
stream
da-
might be sponsored by Extra Strength Gas X.
I think I'll take the dash action,
Beautiful.
in which that gives me 15 more feet, right?
It'll give you another move. So if your standard move is 30, it'll give you another 30.
My God, Ross is like, what? Geez, you guys have been working well here. Also, who's the goblin right there?
Yeah, exactly. Couple new characters. An orc and a goblin showed up.
It's Syndrome from The Incredibles. You got busy!
Anything else there for your turn there, Connor?
Nothing for right now since I already used my action to dash. So,
All right. Well, let's proceed to Saltwater Xavier.
All right. So
Uh-oh.
the first thing that Xavier's going to do is he's going to use his telekinetic shove on the zombie to push it back to that square.
Okay.
There you go. He can make his DC 15 save.
All right. Come on, strength, don't fail me now. Oh, we got an 11.
Woohoo! So that pushes them back beside Gray there. Now that that zombie is away from me, I am going to use Eldritch Blast, which now that I'm level 6 means I have 2 shots of it. So the first one is going to be going after that one.
Okay. That zombie just stands there. Fool! I am Igor the Invincible!
I will use my weekly heroic for the extra d6 on that and see whether or not it hits.
3 or better, 3 or better.
I think that does it. So that would be
All
18
right.
force damage.
All right, that will finally finish it off.
How many hit points did she have?
1.
Okay, then I'm going to enact my last use of the orange peeler 2 feet. And I'm going to hit this dude down here with it, with the carryover of 17.
I was in the wrong section of the map. Can you ping again? All right. Well, that'll finish that one off.
And how many hit points did he have?
1.
Okay, so then it will bounce to this fella for the other 16 points of force damage.
All right. We will take it.
And then I do have a question because the Eldritch Blast, it's 2 shots as one attack. Does that mean that if I kill something with the second shot, that the OP2 still carries on?
It would not. It's per attack.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Cool,
So
cool.
I will hit that boy with a second Eldritch Blast then. That guy, by the way, just so you know.
Cool.
And I will spend my weekly inspiration to take the 20 instead of the 8.
All right. And we will show up for our con save and remain at 1 hit point.
No, because that's with the OP feat, so he doesn't.
Oh, that'll shred right through. There we go.
And then I will step over here, kind of standing in front of you and getting a view of what's happening. Also, my vision should be at 120 feet dark vision now because of the mantle that I've got, the Rogue's Mantle.
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Was hoping to save just for any potential extra updates. If anybody else had anything in mind for these, like expanded dark vision or things that need to be changed on the token, I am hoping to use the 6 weeks of off time to facilitate those. Because yeah, this is going to be about 1.5 minutes here to sort this out on the spot.
It looks like it already got sorted.
For you right here and now, yes, but then the next time we go to a combat map and you drag your token out, you're going to say, hey, how come I can only see 60 feet? So I have to correct it here. I have to correct it on the main page. I have to link it to your character sheet. It's a whole thing.
Not a problem. I was a little confused.
Oh, yeah,
All
right here and right now, you're like, yeah, I'm good, but I have to prepare for the future because I've made that mistake too many times. I'm like, okay, I fixed it, and then realize, oh, shit, I only fixed it for now, not for all time. All right, that's stage 2. Remove that. Use that. Stage 3. All right, complete. Now I can come rejoin you guys back on the battle map. I think. There we go. All right, Jung is up next, and she is exhausted. down some HP.
Can I
Otherwise,
reaction say to her, just stay behind me for now.
the fighter in her will subconsciously throw a middle finger to that wisdom. And we will step out here next to Tongue in Cheek. And automatic rifle that one that's standing in front of Jax. Oh, sweet nectar! Damn, too bad she doesn't have Orange Peeler too. Prop! That one is dead and then some. And that will be the end of her turn. So we are at the top of round 2 here. It's going to be over to Greya.
Well, since that guy's taken care of anyway, let's go ahead and take care of this cluster truck over this direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Alright. And then the zombie that is directly in front of me, I'll go ahead and give him one of these.
Holy crap, you rolled more than 5 damage. There we go, we'll take it.
A momentous occasion.
Has J-Man's cantrips affected everyone for rolling damage? Is
It
that
could be.
kind of what's happening?
Gonna burn another
And I'll
key
spend
point.
another key point for more blows.
I like it. Oh, the faster
The
he
king.
gets, the less you seem to know.
Did he say he wanted more blow?
Blow it high dough. We'll take it. Do, 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 do. You blow it high dough.
And with that, I'll end my turn.
All right. It's over to Tick. Tick is kind of ticked off. Oh, that's beautiful. I like it. We will, pardon me, my friend. Of course, we can only kind of grunt since we have no tongue to speak of. And yes, indeed, we are going to blast these 2 squares right here. Technically, these 4 over into this area. And all 4 of those zombies are at disadvantage for their dex saves because they are squozen. About to have Tongue in Cheek roll those dex saves, though. That's not what we want to do. Well, okay. Thanks to the disadvantage, 3 of them will fail instead of 3 of them succeeding. And let's try it. Oops, clicked 1 too many times. Same damage on either case. 12 damage we will take. We will take. The 1 grappling will also take. And then the one under here is the one that made the save, so no damage.
Thank God I'm so short.
Right over your head. And Jax, that is over to you.
I'll just be like, what the fuck, man?
Alright,
Not
just
that you
move.
understand me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 gets him to the bottom of this. And I guess he's going to dash to offer more targets.
Alright.
So let's see where he can get them in there. 1 second. So I think he can get to here. Does that make sense? And that should be it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, let's go back over to CABB. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of a slog here. Oh, excuse me, guys. Lucy will follow along. Half move, and then action dash for another half movement. We are slowly proceeding. Let's pass it back. Did I lose? No, I didn't. Okay, go ahead there, Rick.
Did you want to skip me real quick to do Lucy?
I did real quick. You're good to go.
Okay. I'll go ahead and attack this one that's between me and Grea.
Okay. Yeah, ouch. Okay.
Is this one looking battered? I can't see its health bar. That's the only reason why I ask.
It's pretty effed up, yeah. It's got like less than 25% left.
Okay, then I'll attack the one next to it.
Okay,
The one on the same space.
sure. That one's about 50%. Squeeze advantage. That's enough to kill it.
And then I will attack the other one on that space with my grappling appendage.
Haha,
I'll
you
go
lost your
ahead and
advantage.
zero point it.
No, my advantage.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay,
Did it roll
I'll
under the
expel
fridge?
it as well.
Alright, well that will
It's the
cause
last.
it to hit.
It's the last session of the month. So.
Last session of the year.
Burn it all.
Both
Alright.
are true. Both are true.
We will take
That will be my turn.
20-5. I still remember Y2K. All right,
I was
Lucy.
gonna say that doesn't sound real.
Lucy already wins.
Nobody understood why I made that my payroll password.
Priyu, that's over to your turn.
Okay, I can finally do something. And in all fairness, that something is mainly move.
I'm free.
Oh, and just to answer your question there in the DM, the wishes would not have applied for our special one shot there a couple weeks ago.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better because I was sitting here beating myself up of not doing something like amazing.
Oh yeah, if we had those in play, Jason would have gotten rocked.
Oh yeah.
And I am just checking the range on this spell that I'm looking at.
I don't know about spell, but this stank effect is starting to spread.
Cloud of daggers us. Come on now.
Nah, we're not into that.
Somebody close that damn door.
You know we're still scarred from the J-Man freaking
Exactly.
spiral
I'm about to
staircase
throw it on.
and shit.
I'm about to throw it at the base of the winding staircase here. It's the best I can do.
Sorry, Roll20 is loading very slowly because there's a thunderstorm in my area.
Oh sure,
so
blame
that's
the
kind of.
engine.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Okay, I
sounded
counted.
more
It
like she
takes a
was
full
blaming
5 seconds for the dice to form.
All
She
right.
was blaming Mother Nature.
That's also the engine.
Exactly, I'm communing with nature. Alrighty. I believe it's this one.
What is this?
Oh, Earth Tremor. I'm like, where's the name of this?
Nope, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, I was
My
gonna
bad,
say,
I'm sorry.
Within 10 feet, who are you trying to hit? Trying to knock that gas cloud
No,
back into
yeah,
the
that's the
bathroom?
wrong one. No, that would be fine. It's the one beneath it that I was trying to click. I apologize.
Well, that's beneath you.
Fight me.
Oh, Starburst. I believe that's 120 or no 60.
All right. Who's the lucky target? I don't know what you can see from here. Doesn't look like you have any zombies within 60 feet.
I'm dumb. I saw the red circle around Xavier and thought he was an enemy.
Play it as it lies. Please attack him.
Hey, now.
Sorry.
That's rude.
I think
I will-
Bowers immediately just gonna run up the stairs after he sees that.
Why is your save DC 10?
It's an unfortunate carryover. Her wisdom and intelligence were switched at character creation, and the original spells still have that low DC. Her actual DC, I think, is 12 or 13. Although with a DC 10, he still failed to save.
I mean, I could always use another one of my inspirations. I do have 5 from the trivia, or from the hype train.
Very true. Fortunately, not necessary. Did you want to take an action dash so you could get extra movement then? Speaking to Parker, of course.
I don't mind. I've tried to blast Xavier, and then I run up to him like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. That was my bad. I totally didn't mean. I thought you were a zombie. I'm so sorry."
He's still alive,
Funniest-
but very
Funniest
badly
part
burned.
is, he's badly burned.
I'll fix it next turn. I promise. Just stay alive.
All right, let's pass over to the zombies here then, and yeah, this might be our final round of action over here. We'll start with the squeezing ones over here. This one will move over. Shoot. Right here. Get out of that squeeze. I'm just gonna toss these bodies out of the way. Oh, that's pathetic. Yeah, didn't realize how few zombies I had.
You didn't realize how long it took him to even knock me down by 30 hit points.
Oh no, they're spawning!
Oh, shut up.
They're
I spawned.
growing.
I spawned my Aura of Nihilus. That's what I do.
Oh god, Aura of Nihilus. There you go. What a way to end the year.
Yeah, right.
Truly going really a big way to end the year.
Okay, so the one that is grappling Ballard will remain on you. We are going to advantage Scratchy Scratch. That's not going to hit. This one right here, we will check. We're attacking Ballard. It's going to be a pummel attack with a flank. That's not going to hit.
By now, honestly, just by frustration and anger, I would expect all of them to be attacking me.
If they possessed such emotions, I could totally see it. This one right here, 3 targets. I have to remind myself I'm not playing the cultist, so I can't focus fire as much as I might desire to.
Oh no, I
Okay.
just remember Yinvir being targeted like a lot of damage last campaign.
Looks like Ballard is the target here also. A pummel with flank advantage. That's a 23 for 7 physical. And then we go over to this one. 3 targets also. Ballard again. A grab attack with the flank. 24 to hit. Man. When it's time to grab, they frickin' show up to play. And the one on top of the
It's-
slot machine.
It seems like that unless somebody's running away, then it usually doesn't work.
The one on the
Hey,
slot
thank you,
machine
Ballard.
will angle over towards Jax. We're going to try a weapon attack. I could add those together. I don't think it would hit. Otherwise, this casino is looking pretty barren from the GM side of the table. All right, Rala, that is back over to you. And look at this ghostly dragon and beautiful, terrifying mistress that has just
Oh
appeared.
god, they're back.
Yes, the
Your
dragon
pardon.
is very much an incorporeal, ghostly being, and is that large. And the mistress herself just stands inside of the reception booth observing, as she has been known to do.
Well, that's ominous. Yes, but right now, bro, I was going to go over to try to help out the other. Rod just looks like over to our Ballard. You're like, Ballard, did you just run straight in again?
I'm just gonna look up and just give you a smile, turn back around as I start slicing into things again.
And that gives me all I need to hear.
He's completely covered in blood and gore, and he's got like severed hands and fingers still grabbing onto him from where they were grappling. He just killed him. Any additional movement there for Rala?
Yeah, not as of right now, but I'm gonna use Mind Silver on one of the zombies.
Oh, okay. I will get on that save. Let me know who's the lucky target. I made the save. I think that's an all or none. Yes, it is.
Okay.
I may be missing half my face, but I still have all of my brain.
If I only had a
I like
brain.
that one.
The zombie's more intelligent than I thought.
Just that type.
Very quick-witted for a day.
Brain.
The only zombie that's smart is that one, because his half of the face makes up for the rest of the brain.
Oh, that's beautiful.
All right. I have a
I still have
question.
my brains.
Yeah, let's go over to Xavier's turn. What's up?
Is that bathroom door a push or a pull door?
It is from this side, it's a push door. The cloud is entirely a joke, however, though.
Okay, because I was going to say, if there was something actually happening, I could use my
Nah.
mage hand to close the door.
Oh, sure.
All right. In that case, I will attack Mr. Grabby Hands here with an Eldritch Blast for
Boom.
19 damage,
Oof. All right.
and he's still standing, so I will hit him with the second Eldritch Blast.
Barely after that one. Oh, definitely not standing after that.
And let me see here. So we'd have to move up. I'm just checking something real quick with the distances. It's 30 feet from there. Okay, so if I can move to here, I could hit him. Move from here. No. All right, I'm going to move.
I mean, you say
I'll
you're
move.
moving. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, I'm going to move to there. And this other one is the other guy who's grappling Ballard, right?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so as my bonus action, I'm going to telekinetic shove him. He can make a saving throw, strength DC 15.
All right. What's the range on that thing?
30 feet.
Gotcha. Strength is... I'm going to give myself advantage for no reason at all. I just want to make the save. All right. Oof! Just shoved him out of his seat. You asshole! I had a lucky streak going.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Jung is up. And she's going to draw a bead on... Why not? The one that you just shoved away. Brop. Oh, almost another natural 20. Would have killed that thing out.
Can I inspell that?
Ooh.
You can. That will just finish him. And we are done. As Shang Tsung all of a sudden appears. Fatality.
Great.
I remember playing a Shang Tsung in Baldur's Gate 3. God.
Speaking of which, this has been on the tip of my tongue, and I haven't bothered to do my research since last night. But my wife and I were kind of caught in a bit of confusion. We were trying to remember the Marvel superhero movie that came out a few years ago. It's not Shang Tsung, but that's what we got stuck on.
Oh,
We're like,
Shang-Chi and the...
thank you, Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi,
I was
yeah.
like, what
And
is
the
the
Rings of
guy's
Power.
name? All I could think was, it has begun.
Shang
That would have been a
Tsung.
whole different movie.
Exactly.
That would have been a much better movie,
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
alright?
Chun-Li and the Tang... No.
Hell yeah, freaking a better Mortal Kombat movie than the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
actually
yeah,
get a
valid.
good Mortal Kombat
Entirely
movie on the
valid.
fucking market, please.
Oh man, love that original Mortal Kombat movie though.
Exactly. The original one was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, hands down, the original one was good, but
This
the
is
other
the
ones
part
are
where
just
you
shit.
fall down.
This is the part where you
It's one of
fall
my
down.
favorite lines. I think that is my favorite line
Yep.
from the movie. Greya, let's take it to the top of the
Oh.
initiative though. Your turn.
Real quick, I had to inform my partner today. Did not realize how much Scorpion X Sub-Zero fiction there was out there,
Oh.
and I had to inform them that there were at least 32 pages of it on.
Good gracious.
My favorite for that is where they actually have what's her face from Frozen dressing up in the Sub-Zero outfit.
Okay.
That was funny.
So I have the urchin background, which means that part of my inventory is that I have a pet rat. Can I, as a bonus action, throw my pet rat into the face of the zombie in front of me?
Oh my god.
Well, first of all, the zombie in front of you is dead.
I disagree.
No, the zombie in between me and Valor.
I mean, it's undead, but I still have the faintest essence of life. Respect me, asshole.
I love the idea of like the guy at the funeral home, just like, no, I disagree.
You certainly can give that a go. What is your hopes in so doing?
Like distracting him so that I can punch him, and I just want to distract him.
Fair enough. It'll have a better possible mechanical output for you were you not already flanking the guy, because you're already attacking as good as you can get from here. But, like, say, for example, like you were attacking this one out here by yourself, then something like that might have a more translative and beneficial effect. Hey, what's up, Mythwolf? Thank you for the cheers there, friend. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Alright, then I guess maybe I'll save my rat distraction strategy for something else then. For someone else.
Yeah, you never know with this guy with his maw wide open like that. He might just eat the rat. Looks like he already ate part of a centipede there. It's sticking out of his neck.
Oh god.
Centipede is eating him. Oh, there's that 5 damage again. Alright, we'll take it.
And let's see. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use a key point to do this.
Oh, jeez. Well, alright. Wisdom save is... It's close. What is your wisdom modifier? What is your DC if you know it offhand? If not, what is your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is -1.
-1?
Why are
Oh.
you
What
playing
kind
a
of
monk
monk
with
is
negative
that?
Oh.
Ouch.
Yuck.
Well then.
Well, that means 8 plus proficiency modifier at level 4. Is it still 2 or is it 3 at that point?
I
4
mean,
is still
I'm level
2.
7 and it's still 3, so I don't know.
Well,
I'm
Oh.
level 4 and my wisdom is 9.
right. So you're going to take
Proficiency
the 8
modifier
plus
is
your
2.
prof, so that's going to be 10. And then we're going to -1 off of it, so your DC is a 9. So this thing actually made the saving throw with its pitiful 12.
Okay. I did not know what I was doing when I picked Way of the Living Weapon Monk.
Oh yeah, any
Or
monk
any
you're going to
monk
want
you're
Dex and Wisdom.
Dex and Wisdom are the two
Or
main
did I-
stats of monks, yeah.
Nor did I know what I was doing when I picked Nightmare Shroud.
Yeah, you may want to rebuild that character because Dex and Wisdom are the main things for a monk, and then Constitution would be the third thing.
Yeah, fuck it. I've made my character. I've made my Lions.
Oh yeah, at this point the only option is to spend the Beskars to respec the character once we pass that level 3 threshold. That is the disadvantage to leveling up in such a rapid progression here. I do offer free respecs in the early levels, and then after that you have to spend the Beskars if you want to overhaul your character. Tongue is up next.
If he's still level 4, he's able to change his subclass if he wants to, though.
Correct, but that doesn't help with the attributes, which is the main thing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely it.
All right. We will shoost the one that's laying on top of the slot. No, that one we have disadvantage on. We'll shoot the one that's standing right here. Ratatata. Oh, 25 damage. Oh, damn. Oh well, we did about as good as we can do, and that one is still hanging on with a handful of hit points.
As it starts singing, I'm still standing.
Yeah.
Jax, that's over to you.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the one to his left. And I'm gonna use Green Flame Blade, since he's right next to me. And, here we go.
Well, shit.
Yep, I'm gonna roll a hero point.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
I am laying on top of the slot machine, so you have advantage, which means we'll use the 12 minus the 5 will be 7, plus 8 is 15. Yep. So that's a hit. And we will take 11, 5, and 10 for 21, 26 points of damage. Okay.
And then the Green Flame Blade, you can skip the Great Weapon Master damage on the second one. The Green Flame Blade does 6 more to.
Okay.
And then the one that is next to him takes 8 Green Flame Blade damage. That makes sense.
Oh, we will make the saving throw. We will briefly catch on fire, but remain with 1 hit point.
Okay, and then gonna pull our mastery, the one to Jax's left.
That will hit.
Okay, and that's
22. I cannot make that saving throw. It is dead.
That's it, enter.
All right. Well, we're moving along as fast as we can up here. We're going back to Blake and Lucy. We will divide and conquer here. Each of us checking out a room. And I suppose it'll help if I give Lucy the ability to see. Really mostly helpful.
God whispering to one of his angels.
Call her Lucy the Blind.
Mostly beneficial for our stream audience here so that they're able to see through her field of vision. Change that up. Control, you must learn control. What's happening out here in Streamland? What do we get? We got some cheers from Diego. Thank you so much there, friend. Much love, much love. Are you with us? Alright, so yeah, Blake is going to open the door here. Take a look inside. Just kind of give the hand signals over to Lucy as if to indicate, nope, not this room either. Lucy will crack this door open on the opposite side and check it out. And we've got... Wow, this room got hit hard by a frickin' mortar or something. The frickin' floor is barely stable. Thank you, Kimberly, for the cheers. Much love, much love. And Lucy, likewise, will step on out. And I think that is going to do it for our turns over here. So we will pass it over to the final cleanup here for Ballard.
Who knows? I could horribly miss. Possibly.
He could.
Probably not. That's on the bottom one.
Yeah, that's we're not surviving that. I just
I'm not
love how
even
you
gonna-
casually hear him while like just munching on snacks here while he's just like swinging the sword for like 40 points of damage. And then I
And
kill
then,
him for 68 points of damage and crunch, crunch, crunch.
I'm not even gonna give him the satisfaction of getting killed by my sword. I'm gonna hit him with my grappling appendage.
Instant popcorn.
Oh boy. Bonk. Well, that is a day. And checking over our field of play here. Yeah. I think we can close the initiative.
Good job, y'all.
Yes, indeed.
But we still have zombies on the second floor.
Yeah, but none of us are directly interacting with them, so we're not going to limit your movement to half-hour increments just so the NPCs can keep progressing at their snail's pace. So what would you like to do? All is quiet suddenly. You have finished off all the zombies.
I guess we're gonna search the area, or do we want to go up? Actually, our objective was to get some schematics, correct?
Yeah, the schematics for the gas.
The objective from so long ago.
Yeah.
So I, Jax will say, do we want to search this area? Does not look like any important place to show any plans.
They
I'm
said it was in
assuming
his
that they're
room.
probably
There's not
upstairs in
really
the room.
anything down here.
Let us go quickly.
Xavier's going to look closely at this dead zombie that's here and use prestidigitation to try and mimic the smell of the zombie on himself using the soil and object.
Yeah, would you say by now that Ballard would already be covered in it, or do you want me to actually?
I mean,
spend
you're
action to do it?
pretty saturated in blood and gore here. Post
Okay,
the
cool.
prestidigitation, though.
We're always gonna ask Xavier what he's doing. What are you doing?
I'm checking to see whether or not I can mimic the scent of these things without actually having to cover myself in their guts. And basically the one that I'm using is the, where is it? There's an option of instantly clean or soil. Yeah, instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. So I'm assuming my robes would be able to qualify as 1 cubic foot because they can fold up into that.
Sure. Well, everybody standing nearby can attest that you smell just absolutely awful, but your attempt is a mimic at best to the true effect.
Okay, that's fine. I'll use the clean ability and make myself clean again.
All right.
I think I would pass as a zombie as I am right now, or do I have to do more?
You would think you would have advantage on any stealth checks.
Okay, cool.
Good attempt
What
there,
are you
Xavier.
all doing? Why are you putting zombie smells on you?
Because it's one of the ways to kind of hide who we really are from the zombies and makes it so
Oh.
we can maneuver through them secretly.
If you wish to do that, I have a spell. Why do you want to do this zombie gut things? Well, you have magic like mine.
You saw Xavier try magic, and it didn't work out the way he was hoping.
I have a special spell.
Oh, interesting.
So, do you wish for me to cast the spell?
It would be your choice, but it may help.
Well, if you wish to sneak, then I will cast the spell. It will cover 6 of us. How many are there of us right now? There's me, Xavier, Greya, Rala, Tang-Chi, Yo. I think that is more than 6, no?
There are more than 6 of us, yes, but
Yes.
even if
Yes.
the initial frontline fighters can actually have the coverage, that might make us or give us a little bit of a benefit when it comes to dealing with this.
I
Alright.
feel like I could probably get past them without being invisible.
Okay,
So if you
Alright.
want to leave me out of that, I am fine with it.
done.
Thank you for
I
the
will-
cheers there, friends.
And being a part
Greya's
of
gonna look at
if-
Rala. Greya's gonna look at Rala and be like, "You look familiar. You know an Eric Cochran named Richter? He's my manager."
Richter.
Right?
No. I know another crocodile named Eric, but I don't know anyone by the name of Richter.
See you at the party, Richter.
Huh. Interesting. All right then.
What?
Xavier's going to walk back to the elevator.
The
Well, he's my
mistress will
manager
look
for
over
the
at Priyu.
Yeah, besides, if
You're
it's
a
anybody
manager?
who goes uninvisible and gets caught, I feel like I'm probably the best equipped to deal with it by myself.
Yes, hello.
Well-
Why are you not a zombie?
Why are you not one of them?
Because I've been unconscious in the spirit realm for a month. What about you?
I am the reason that you survived in that stasis.
I see. And how about my cousin there? He a friend of yours?
Cousin?
Well, he's a dragon and I'm a giant snake, so
Who do you refer to?
I'm certain I don't know who you're speaking about.
can I? Okay. Well, okay, that my that just took away everything I was gonna do. Got to rethink my whole strategy here. Hang on. Did you work here, or are you working here?
That is quite endearing. In a sense, yes, I am working. I am working to restore all of that which has been tossed on its side. You are not in the place where you are supposed to be. The place you are supposed to be in is not where it is supposed to be. I am here to see all of this fixed, repaired.
That would be nice. It's a little confusing not understanding anybody and having everyone run screaming away. But before you get around to fixing stuff, we made a promise to the people who have been taking care of us. And while you've been working here, have you seen any of the blueprints or schematics that they have for fixing the thing? Or found any of what the horseless carriages use as fuel?
Such events are far beneath my observation.
That's a fancy way of her saying no.
Beneath your observation. So what do you deign to observe?
Only that which is important. you being one of them.
Oh, why, thank you. I haven't even told you my name yet, but
I am quite
you're
familiar
not,
with
though.
each of you. Introductions are unnecessary.
So you said you're trying to put us back? Like back home?
That is correct.
And Prue is going to turn and call out to everybody in the general area, like Jax and Ballard and them who are close by, and be like, hey, this lady's trying to, or this nice woman is going to take us home. Or she's trying to take us home.
We are still in the first act.
You just hear Ballard from the elevator just chuckle.
Well, we appreciate your efforts, and just one last question before I leave you to your work. She kind of like uses the tip of her tail and kind of flicks at one of the zombies nearby. Is this below your observation level?
The undead?
Yeah, the swarms of things trying to kill us, the important people.
They are as important as are you in deciphering the repairs necessary.
Is there anything we can do to assist in deciphering these repairs?
Keep destroying them. Their
Got
mere
it. We can
presence
handle that.
is a threat to anything that lives.
I think we can handle that. We got this. We've done a pretty good job at killing them, so.
Indeed. Be vigilant. Know that I am always watching, for you are all my children.
I appreciate that, Mommy. And she's going to wave to her and the giant dragon that she can see behind him, or behind her, and she's going to walk off at this point.
All
My
right.
children. I remember that TV
Well,
series.
slither off at this
Oh,
point.
jeez. Well,
Hey, where'd the
tongue-in-cheek
stank
and Jung
cloud
will
go?
come join you all here at the elevator.
Did you see our little notation of what I was helping Ballard jump up and then jumping up myself as well?
Keep in mind, I also have a climbing speed, so
Oh, I saw everything that was text play typed. I was subconsciously ignored the general text. So no and then yes would be the answer.
Okay.
Oops, what the fuck are you? Oh,
That's always fun to hear the DM say.
yeah. You don't belong here. Alright, welcome up to level 2 here, and just for my clarification, the last thing I saw was Jay post his spell and asked, should I cast this? I can help up to 6 people, and then we went in a few different directions of conversation, none of which, to my recollection, was an affirmative.
I had said yes to him.
All right,
and then
so
he was asking who he should cast it on.
yeah,
And
I said that
Ballard, he doesn't need it.
I said that leave me out of it and do the other NPCs and the
gotcha.
characters.
Oh, you're coming in pretty disconnected there, but in any case, let's take a few moments here on halftime, and you guys can discuss amongst yourselves how it is that we are going to proceed ahead here. As I'm not sure if we want to do a party split here or not. It sounds like We have kind of done that though, but I'll give you all a few moments to sort your stuff out. Are you with us?
So one thing I keep forgetting is that I have my robe of echidna, so I'm able to walk along ceilings and shit if I need to.
Robe of Echidna. Cool.
Basically turns me into the you know how the feral Dampier can climb without using their hands?
Yep.
That's basically what a robe of echidna gets me, and it gives me a climbing speed equal to my walking speed, which is 70.
That's pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that is
have
pretty
the
cool.
rogue's mantle, so I can just teleport.
I have
Make sure you're not wearing a kilt when you're walking upside down.
Why not? That's the best way to distract the zombies.
there you go.
Sausage.
What happened to all the zombies? Oh, I killed them. Did you mean
Oh, that's
killed
a
them?
good-
No, I killed them.
That would
Right.
all the
So Jack will cast a spell on who now?
all the
Xavier would
zombies
be
have to have to roll a saving throw for that one.
so Xavier would be one of them. Before I went up top, Jung and Tongue in Cheek would probably be a wise idea because they are some frontline fighters, and whoever else is coming up with us.
So that's 3.
I have a couple of useful spells like Pass Without Trace and such, so I think it would be cool. I would like to come up there as well.
Okay, so that's
So do you want the dead walking?
Let me reread that spell real quick.
Yeah, because even if we have dead walking, you are invisible, but the zombies can hear things, so casting Pass Without Trace would also be very helpful.
I
Wait,
just
would
find
it really?
So if he casts the dead walking is what it's called, right?
Yep.
You guys become invisible to undead, but still being invisible doesn't mean that you're immune to sound or like walking without people hearing anything. So stealthing while you're invisible is still very helpful. So Pass Without Trace would be helpful for everyone here.
I also happen to have Misty Step.
walk this way, talk this way.
Okay, so Xavier, Young, and Tongue in Cheek, and that's it, right? Nobody else?
Xavier, Tongue in Cheek,
I do wish to
Jung,
go.
Rala, or not Rala, Preyu.
Alright. Rala and
And
who?
then, not Rala, Preyu. And then if you're coming up, you would probably be a wise one to put it on too. And then you have room for one more, right?
That's
What in that
Xavier, Young, Tongue in Cheek, Prey. 2, 4, 5. And then Jax would be 6.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so the uninvisible people are me, Rala, and Greya.
Yeah,
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, I'll just
Who's Prey?
don't worry, I'll just freaking body slam a zombie and just roll around in their guts.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, if any in the spell casts a spell or attacks, it drops for all of it.
Yeah. But that means if we run into zombies and shit goes down, and one of us uninvisible people get caught, try not to go out, try not to get involved and just let us. That's why I was trying not to be invisible, just
Got
because
it.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
probably the first person that should be going in and helping.
Yeah, I think Jax also will exclude himself from the invisibility, only because he'll probably want to fight. Now there is a way to cast a spell so that it doesn't require concentration, but I think that's okay. All right, so Xavier, Young, Tongue in Cheek. Who's Cray again?
Pray, that's Bashi. Is that not what you're asking? My bad.
that means I got 2 more. Anybody else?
Tabashi, I don't want to be mispronouncing it. Is it Preyu or Preyu? Or am I just mispronouncing that completely?
Either, honestly. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Okay, I don't want to mispronounce the name by accident. I suck at pronouncing it. That's the only reason why I check. If you do want to cast that, the Pass Without Trace, I believe that affects everyone in the radius.
Correct. Everyone has to be standing, like, within 30 feet of me. So,
Well, we're all going to be most likely traveling together, so that should work.
yeah.
I would
So
also-
once he gets back,
Yeah.
I'm going to, so he knows that I actually cast it. I don't want to
Okay,
do something
no,
while he's gone.
I get you.
By the way, Tobashi, can I just say real quick? I love your profile pic on Roll20 of the Bad Bunny. It's so adorable.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Great
if you
idea.
cast the Pass Without Trace, that will give me a... Pass Without Trace is a +10 or a +5 to stealth?
It is a +10 bonus to dexterity and all their stealth checks, and you cannot be tracked except by magical means.
Okay, cool. That
also
will give me
means-
a +17 to stealth.
Jeez.
All right.
Also
so
means that we
it's-
leave no tracks or other like traces, like scent traces or anything like that.
Alright.
That would give me a +17 to stealth too.
It would give me a +17 to stealth, and I would also have advantage because of the zombie guts and shit.
Would I have advantage from being invisible?
Yeah.
If you were invisible, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think
Yeah.
that's just a normal D&D thing, but I don't know for sure, so I wouldn't count on it.
Throw both them bad boys on me. I want to look like I'm invisible to the undead and also have Pass Without Trace, so I have a +17 with advantage too. Then it just
Yeah.
is literally.
Jax will only be a 13, but I don't think he wants to be inside the invisibility.
I was gonna say Ballard and I could just wander on through.
Yeah, no, if you don't want to be invisible, I highly recommend covering yourself in the guts real quick. Just go find a corpse and just decimate the shit.
Okay. He'll
Or
Because
just,
that
just, you
would
know,
give you
roll
advantage.
around in that room.
Wait till Daniel gets back to say you're doing it, just so he knows. But
Yes, roll around in that room because there's a lot of guts in that room right
Yeah,
now.
there's just like
no,
a
I know. That's
dent in
why.
the
That's the
floor.
only reason why I'm already is because I was in the middle of all those zombies.
I know.
Just making a snow angel out of like zombie pieces.
And yes, I do think the OP2 would probably be a very worthwhile thing for you, Ballard, just because the amount of damage that you have in excess and on every hit would do really well on taking out extra zombies around you.
I don't know if it counts as an actual feat or not. Like, did he say it was an actual feat that we could take?
Yep, it has the same requirement: 18 in one physical and 18 in one mental. And OP2 you could take.
Well, you need two downtime points to get it to learn a skill, right? Or to learn a
Yes, you
feat.
do. So that's
How
where
do I
when he
get another one?
when he unlocks the challenge, there was 3 options, right? There was the very rare stuff, there was the
Oh, right, the double downtime thing. Yeah,
double downtime, and then there was a third one. I forget
it
what
was
the third one was.
the double downtime, unlock the very rare inventory, and then also the gain the epic boon of fortitude for everyone.
Right, that was it. And I really think the epic boon of fortitude and the double downtimes is really the ones that we
Yeah,
should
that's what I
focus
voted
on.
for too. Yeah.
I mean, it'd be great to get all 3 of them, but if we can only get 2 out of the 3,
It's
those
probably,
2 are the main ones, I think.
Yeah, it's probably only feasible that we can get 2. Looks like most people agree with that. There are some votes for, there are 7 votes for the very rare inventory, but I like the very rare inventory, but we're gonna get another chance for that later on, most likely. And the other 2 just seem so much more beneficial for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I just posted the sequence of things, and you guys double check and make sure you're good with that.
Okay, good. I'll go with that.
It may be necessary to be specific as far as the downtime goes. I kind of came back in midway through the conversation. Learning a feat, the methodology behind all of this is there's a reason why you get 1 point to teach and 1 point to learn. If you're somebody that has an orange peeler feat, you'd only teach it to one person. There's no self-learning a feat, i.e. you can't spend points to learn a feat that nobody has available to teach you. So that's kind of where I think I came in. I think somebody was saying that you qualify for learning orange peeler too. Like, if you level up and have a feat coming to you, take it, absolutely. Downtime, however, there's nobody who currently has the feat to teach anybody the feat. And that is part of the prerequisite of all of the downtime. That's partly why I have encouraged everybody to be very broad in your character strokes, to not min-max, especially not to double and triple up on the same things. Like, it's very useful, certain things, but now that we're in downtime and have the ability to train other people in these things, you've unintentionally kind of hamstrung yourself in that, well, I can't learn that from this person because I already know it because I taught myself that. And by the same extension, you're more limited in who you can teach because other people know the same ability as well.
Oh no, 100%. Because I took the orange peeler feat for my
Oh yeah, there's a few people.
Feat,
yeah, I think there's at least half a dozen or so people who have the orange peeler feat. So I'm hoping that we can at least double ish the amount of people in between all of the tables who have access to the orange peeler feat, because that's going to be vital going forward into chapter 5.
Yeah, I'll most likely be teaching Silkus the orange peeler feat.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So,
man, I might have to restrict that automatically. Like, the job is to encourage the players to interact with each other, not for people who controlling multiple characters to double up on their abilities and make their characters like identical to each other.
I don't control. I don't control the staff. Okay.
So there is actually a catch-22 to the downtime points and such that you were talking about too, though. To gain more than the one, we either have to get the challenge one, or you have to have 1 or 2 attributes over 20. I don't think anyone other than annual supporters are able to get over 20 at this point.
And there are a dozen annual supporters, so it is a very nice boon for them to potentially have access to.
Yeah, I have the 20 in Constitution, so I would get 1 for purposes of learning, but I wouldn't have any. I wouldn't get the 1 for teaching.
Right, so us poor common folk only have, like, I have an 18 in Dex and an 18 in Charisma.
Yep, I mean, the things that you can do with even 1 or 2 downtime points are pretty monumental, and they're not things that you're typically going to gain access to in any 5e setting that I've ever played. So as far as I'm concerned, this is a win-win for players, and there's really no downside to it, even if some players arguably have better chances at getting some of the benefits.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. This is a great thing, because it's something beyond what normally you get.
I guess I was just kind of like misunderstanding this, because it says a character may potentially learn a feat for 2 points. Does it cost 2 points to learn a feat from another character, or is it only 1?
Correct. Yeah, learning a skill or proficiency is 1 point. Likewise, it costs it costs 1 to teach that, and then same thing for the feats. It costs 2 to teach or 2 to learn.
Okay. So does that just basically mean, like, either I can have Silkus spend 2, or Ballard spend 2 to get him to learn the orange peeler?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to the actual downtime, because there's rolls and stuff, of course, required with it as well. And like I said, I'm already not liking that idea of players beefing up their other characters instead of spreading the love to people who don't have annual and epic supporter boons. Like, it would be optimal for, had Xavier not won the trivia and gotten access to the orange peeler feat, like Greya, Preyu, Rala could all greatly benefit from the Orange Peeler feat, whereas Silkus already has 2 legendary magic items, so it's kind of what I'm talking about overall. Like, we want to spread this out amongst the entire group in all facets, not just when it comes to the downtime, but all of our abilities and skills and what have you.
I'll be honest, what I wanted to do is I want to teach tongue-in-cheek telepathy so that he can actually speak to people again.
That would be awesome.
Well, we get the free learn English once downtime hits, don't we?
Well, he can't speak, unfortunately.
Oh, right. Never mind.
He'll be able
I
to
thought we
understand
already-
you guys, though. He'll be able to pick up common, so he can at least understand you guys. And then
But
his
if I
ability.
trade him in the telepathic feat, then he can actually speak to people mentally.
Sure. And that's the thing, like, I don't know about the NPCs, like, they're all going to start with just the one default point. The only way that they're going to get extra points is if the community challenge is completed. But we're outside of initiative here right now. All of your characters have been moved into the elevator on the 2nd floor, and feel free to proceed as you will.
Wanted to just draw your attention to the roll 20. I think that's the sequence that we agreed on what we would
Correct.
do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that looks pretty right.
Yeah, that looks right.
So everyone gets advantage on stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone gets a plus 10 to their dexterity, and they don't leave any tracks or traces behind them, so it's not like the zombies could sniff us out or anything.
And then me and Jax are both also advantaged because of the zombie guts and shit.
So I'm gonna roll my stealth check, but just add 10 to whatever I roll, I guess.
Yeah, that's valuable right there, because the invisibility does not negate the
Holy crap!
their highly evolved sense of smell. Pass without trace, however, would seem to bypass that.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
So with the added 10 on my stealth roll, that would be a nat 20 for 37
Oh
stealth.
boy! In a row.
Jesus.
In a
That
row.
would be a 30 stealth for me, yeah.
Not a single thing notices. Even the lady from downstairs can't find you. Jeez.
Oh yeah. Feel free to move out. I think this is kind of a hand wave scene here, but the big thing is aren't there characters that do not have these advantages right here? Like, isn't that our primary concern? Not the people who are going to be approaching the 40 DC classes, but rather the people who don't have any advantage to it.
Well, they do because
They rolled in the
that
guts.
spell.
Okay, so you did include Greya and Rala. That was my big thing. Is
Yes.
I left at that part of the conversation when they were not included, and I came back before they were. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
no,
they-
they are, yes.
Okay.
Tongue-in-cheek, Greya, Frew, and Rala, who have the spell on. Jax and
Sure.
Jax and Ballard are the ones that don't have the spell on, but have the guts.
All right.
We had the guts and then also guts on us, and everyone gets the plus 10 and the pass without trace stuff.
Yeah, I mean, everybody roll a stealth, of course, but what we're really looking for here is somebody to roll, like, the worst possible natural one, and I think we are good, so I think we can hand wave this. Feel free to just walk on through. I mean, their passive
I
perception
didn't-
cannot spot you.
I did nearly bunk that up for all of us.
Good thing
Listen,
you got
this
the
is a
plus
lot
10
of
to the
bulk.
stealth.
This is a lot of snake to move through this, okay?
My screen seems to still show the old thing.
Scroll down.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're on the start page, or?
Oh, no. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
I
cool.
see it now.
All good, brother.
So, the funny part about that with 37 Prelude, just so you know, is it's a Clerk's reference that Daniel and I know about.
Oh, she knows.
Oh, she does? Okay.
I think she does.
I am, yes, I am old enough to actually have seen that one.
And a follow up.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Last
Can
door
I
on the
invest-
right.
can
What are
I
you trying to do?
investigate this weird breaky part in the floor?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely based on the fragments and the scorches and chars on the wall. It's either a missile or a few grenades went off in
So
this
this-
room.
Hey, did we have a
This
Rogan
door is
already?
locked.
I forget. Because if not, I'm just gonna start breaking things.
Well, careful. If it's seen as an attack,
Okay, slip by without trace does not work for if you start breaking down doors, just for the record.
any rogues with us or no?
That's what I was asking. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I
Well,
don't
you had
have
2 of
thieves'
them, but you
tools,
sent them ahead to scout this level for you.
I
We
didn't send
did.
anyone.
where are they? I don't see them anywhere.
I can't move Gray anymore.
He's stuck on the under the door on the left.
I'm stuck in the shower.
Oh god, that's funny.
Giggity.
Young is on
Nick
top
is
of me.
stuck in the
Help!
shower.
I was just
Ooh.
standing here. You decided to frickin' crawl under me. Not my fault.
Everything's falling apart.
Does pass without trace drop if somebody like makes an attack or something like that?
No,
I don't know
I
that
know
it
that last-
drops.
Do anything.
I don't know that it drops, but it would definitely at least cause a pause for the people nearby. Would be able to. I would say the +10 you get from stealth is negated.
Question. Can Jax use investigation to try and figure out where the 2 rogues are?
Sure.
Could I aid or roll also in that?
Let's have everybody roll an individual one. This is how it's going to go from
Okay.
now on. When we have people doubling up, we're now going to take the high group average. This may not work in your favor.
This
You
is
have
a
a lot of-
perception roll?
Yeah, if you have a lot of people who suck at investigation and one person who's really good, it may behoove you as a group to let the one person who's really good
Oh.
handle those aspects. Because, yeah, these
You
are
said
not-
investigation, not perception.
Investigation.
I apologize.
Yeah, all
Got
good.
15.
Ooh, nice.
Decent. 10, 10.
Yeah, 10 from the guy who's got a +7.
Yeah, right. Not the best. 1, 2, 3, 4. Parker, what's your investigation looking like?
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a group check now. That's what I was saying. We're missing somebody else as well, it looks like. Oh, very nice. I think at this point it doesn't matter. Overall, our odds were well. Investigation combined with insight, you can see the doorknobs for each of these doors that you have passed by and checked out. They have signs of bloody handprints. So you know that your rogues came up here. They covered themselves in guts. It appears that they have already checked all these areas that you have checked. Likewise, Priyu has found what appears to be the lab that we are looking for here, and you would guess
Yeah, I
that
was
your
gonna ask about
rogues,
that.
you would guess that your rogue scouts also found this and moved on. There are also the occasional bloody smudge on the tabletop on a few of the books here, as well as if they had come through here and kind of thumbed through and maybe acquired some things of interest. This is definitely the scientist's personal workstation here, though. All of his notes, all of his books, what he did not take with him or otherwise leave elsewhere can be found here. And by process of deduction, you guys would guess that your rogues have to be in this room that's locked, because they're not any of the zombies that are here in the hallway, and they didn't jump out the window here on the far eastern side. So, I mean, they're somewhere. Got to be in that
Is
room.
there
Um,
any? Sorry.
Would tapping on the door constitute as an attack for breaking the invisibility spell?
It would not, unless it says. Well, let me take a look at that. It definitely wouldn't count as an attack. I just want to see what the specs are.
I mean, at worst, just let Bauer do it.
This
Who's not?
spell,
me or Jax do
if it
it,
attacks or casts a spell. Yeah, using a free object interaction like this would not break the specs of it. It's really a matter of how stealthy you can be while doing it, because you don't want to temporarily negate the pass without trace.
Just like walk into the door, not knock on it. Just like
Ooh,
walk
I got an
into
idea.
it.
I got an
I have a
idea.
question.
I want them to know it's me though, and actually I haven't. Yeah, I'm just going to gently tap on the door. Do a
I got an idea. I got a genius
Oh.
idea.
Oh boy!
What's your
Oh boy!
idea? Do you want to put the rat through underneath the door?
Yes, I want to put my
I
pet
knew.
rat underneath the door and unlock the door from the other side.
That is brilliant.
If he's gonna do that, can I try to make a distraction to like not have them looking the zombies looking that way?
But the
I
secret
would
knock.
just stymie that immediately unless you're like a druid character who has like intimate connection over something like this, or it specifies that the rat is capable of complex actions like this. I would say that such a thing is more of a narrative addition to the character and not the invitation to add ranged skills and what have you.
Could I like roll animal handling maybe?
You certainly could.
Or you could ask me because I'm a druid.
All right, can I do that then? I'll do that. Which is good because my animal handling is -1.
Oof, yeah.
You have speak with animals or animal handling of your own. Give it a go.
Would I be able to roll like performance to try to get the zombies to look away from the doors so they're not paying attention?
Dancing around.
Just pick up a lamp and then throw it in the opposite direction.
My Apple Music keeps on popping up for some reason. I don't know why.
We can try to distract the zombies. It's a risk, though. We either distract them or we draw their attention. Right now, their attention is predicated on the success of one person's skill roll and not two people's skill roll.
Does anything
Okay, hold on.
happen when I do that?
Who's the druid again?
That would be
For you.
me, but I also have a question.
Does anything happen when I rapped on the door?
Roll perception. There is a whisper in common, or I'm sorry, in English on the other side.
All right. I
Just
don't
whisper,
understand shit, do I?
Xavier. I just whispered to you, green eggs and ham.
Yeah, I'll whisper green eggs and ham under the door.
Do they respond to green eggs? and
All
ham?
right. Let's just open the door here, and yeah, I'm sorry we didn't get to see the idea through there. I would I'll let you guys iron that out amongst yourselves, because yeah, it kind of sucks when you got people coming up with an idea and then somebody else is just like, I will control and take the front there. So yeah, you guys can iron that out as
Well,
you will.
I had originally said that, and then everyone was coming up with ideas about using the mouse and everything else.
Oh yeah, there
afterwards,
were
and I
things
did
going. There were multiple things going on at one time. I'm not saying that you interrupted somebody or that anybody interrupted you. It was so many different things going on at once, and sometimes less is more.
Everyone get in here so we can close the door.
Gray's gonna whisper, "Oh hey, it's you two."
Did we, when we were at the table, did we find everything that there was to be found at the scientists' area? Like,
There's
was
still
it-
there's still plenty of things to gather, but it's all written in English, so it's kind of hard to tell from your perspective what's useful and what's not. It's also a little bulky to try to bring everything along
Okay, so it wasn't like
without.
the glowing item right there in the center kind of thing.
Correct. It's also, I mean,
Yeah.
without extra dimensional storage, I mean, I know we do have people with bags of holding, so it's possible to gather everything in that respect. But by itself, it's probably at least like 80 to 90 pounds of different books, journals, and weird scientific gizmos and alchemy supplies.
So when we get in here, I
Got
just
it.
look at Lucy and Blake and just start pointing at these two, and I'm like trying to like give the face of like, who are they?
Wait, I thought we all learned English already.
No, that's not until after the break, so January.
Okay, sorry.
Correct. During our December downtime, that is the one free thing that everybody will get during that. You can either pick up English, Japanese, or Common, depending on where your character is at. Well, the zombie looks over at all of you. Hello.
Oh, it moves. I don't like that. I don't like that it moves.
You are friends?
Describe what you mean by friends.
You will not destroy me for existing?
If you're not gonna attack us, sure, I won't.
I do not attack on sight for no provocation.
The others of your kind would disagree with that fact. That's the only reason
They
why
are-
I asked that.
Rather mindless, the other undead.
Xavier is going to walk over to this person because he's really curious about an intelligent one. You retained your sentience even though you've become an undead.
That would seem to be the case. Do you know why?
I am
Do
not
you
sure,
know
but
why?
I would like to find out.
That makes two of us. This is all very new. I do recall I was marooned after the attack on the Dragon Lotus. Some months ago must have been. Marooned with my crew. Starving without supplies, we began to suffer casualties. And then
Which one?
the plague spread throughout our camp, and they all became undead, but none retained any semblance of their former selves, except me.
Interesting.
Do you
Is
know?
she-
Do you know what makes that possible?
I don't. I was
is she,
hoping you might.
speaking common?
She is speaking common.
Okay.
Wait,
I
it's
am
speaking.
a researcher. I can try to figure it out.
You have cleared this place of the other undead. I find their company intolerable.
We have not yet cleared the upper floor, but we have cleared the lower floor.
How is
I
it
just
they are
look-
not banging on? Well, this brings up an interesting point. You guys were all invisible when you walked in, so technically she wouldn't know you were there.
Yeah,
That's a
she
very
would
good
only-
point.
You would only see me and Jax.
Right? Although I guess once you guys started interacting and talking like that, at least she kind of is. I guess we would add to the narrative, like, who's speaking? Where are you? But otherwise, everything we can keep intact as is.
Okay.
Xavier would explain that there is magics at work that have hidden us from the undead,
I
which
just
seems
kind
to
of
have
look
also
down,
worked
up
to
and
you.
down at my. I just kind of look up and down at my body and just like look at her and I'm like, yeah, we had to do what we had to do.
Yeah, Lucy and Blake kind of look around as well. Yes, I have seen this done before. It is quite ingenious, if not equally disgusting.
I have, if it is not too forward of me to ask, because you said this person was speaking common, not. Were you human before, or were you from here?
I was human, but I was part of the Confederacy, they called it. My name was Leonora. I held some rank of distinction, although I cannot remember what it was. And out of game, this was our original vessel that tied all of our tables together during Coalescence 1 through 3. It was very tiny.
No way.
It was a very tiny vessel. I think each of our tables got to at least check it out once before the Mind Flayer fleet of Nautiloids destroyed it, blasted it out of space, And within a handful of sessions, that ship was replaced by the Judicial Star Destroyer, which was much more spacious, and we had a lot of fun adventures aboard there because the maps were more combat ready than were the Dragon Lotus. But the Dragon Lotus was assumed destroyed, its passengers and crew killed. Captain Leonora Gator was our first common NPC that linked all of our tables together. She was the one who gave out our missions. And I am very happy to bring her back here in some way for our continued campaign.
I think I joined after the event.
I believe so, yeah. You joined last November. This would have been like last, maybe June or July, right before we took our summer break last year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was like right after the events of that because I joined in the cave.
Right.
With the Ember.
Yeah, exactly.
Xavier's going to try to reach out with his telepathy and see whether she can hear him when he says, "Can you hear me when I'm speaking this way?"
Post the ability. I'm thinking yes, but there might be some verbiage that I was unaware of. Doesn't give the creature the ability to respond to you telepathically.
Right. I'm just wondering if it works on undead or not. On these ones specific.
Well, given that she is an intelligent undead, I would definitely say yes. She just kind of responds out loud. Did you just speak that into my head?
Yes, I was just wondering. I tried it on one of the common undead outside before, and it did not work. So I wasn't sure if it was on all of them or not.
Oh, it's good to know that somebody at least sees me here, and I'm not just a passing curiosity compared to the talking undead. I joke. My name is Dornskier.
I did mention you when I walked into the door.
Bullshit, you didn't say anything. Or rather,
I said
probably
both of you.
I probably didn't hear you, is more likely the case. I am quite old, you know, and my hearing isn't what it used to be.
You do have to admit that a talking undead is quite the surprise to people who have not seen one.
Yes, but when you've been around her for a number of days, such as I have, it is quite refreshing to encounter the living communicative such as yourselves.
Did you want us to remove the remainder of the undead in the hallway?
Oh, that would be quite a blessing. If you had a fire hose filled with radiant holy water, I would applaud your efforts.
I just look at Xavier and I'm like, I just sigh for a second. I'm like, I'm on it. I grab my axe and just start walking towards the door.
Xavier bonus actions. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet, has it?
Maybe like 5 at the most.
Okay,
Jack
then
says,
he'll bonus
Jack
action and this flame blade will appear back in his hand. He'll be like, I'm with you.
all right. I guess we are clearing.
All right. Well, there are 7 of them up here, and at this point of the game, this is probably a half an hour of combat we can do without and just kind of hand wave, especially since you guys are going to have the jump on them with the surprise round with Orange Peeler feats intact. I'd say at least half of them are going to be killed before we even get a turn. So yeah, you guys can triumphantly just steamroll down the hallway and hack these things apart like the heroes that you are.
Yay!
If you want to pop the door open and behold the efforts of your carnage, feel free to do so. There are now no longer any foes on this map. And in fact, with that being the case, I'm going to turn off the dynamic lighting for this map. You guys may need to reload your game pages here because it might get a little weird. But when you load back in, you should be able to see the entire map without any lighting restrictions.
Yep,
Was
I can.
that-
Thank you.
And yeah, we have cleared a lot of space here. Good job, friends.
I have a question. Did that stairwell
much
that
bigger
went
than I
up to the
originally
first
thought.
floor, did it also go up to the second floor? Because it looks like there's a stairwell over top of the other stairwell.
It does not. It's kind of a weird offset of the way that the map is set. With
Is it just non-existent, or is
exactly,
it
that's
just-
actually
okay.
like a spillover from the first floor set right there, but it does look that way.
Okay, so just
Okay.
ignore.
Correct.
Gotcha.
We'll just close that door.
Yeah, once you guys get the, yeah, actually there shouldn't even be a door there. I don't know why I put that there either. Maybe it is supposed to lead up, but I don't think it was. But once you guys get the generator turned on, it does have sufficient fuel still remaining within. Unfortunately, it's not the same kind of fuel you can use to power your vehicles here. But it will at least provide minimal power to the casino so that you guys are able to make use of the showers and other facilities like that. Get yourselves a long rest before we proceed out of here. When it comes to the research at the station here, what we are able to determine is that anything that is pertinent to the creation of gasoline is not here. There are a number of books of different subjects, mythology, demonology. It looks like this guy was also studying potential sources for the undead plague from a 1970s perspective. So he has a number of holy books here as well, including, of course, the Bible. He's got other religious texts as well, and some pretty dated scrolls as well. Some very interesting objects, but perhaps more of a curiosity than anything else. They may be useful in the long run.
That is awesome that Xavier can read them all. But anyway, he's going to be like, well, I call dibs on this room. I'm going to be hopping in the shower, and I think I'm going to spend the evening reading some of these texts.
Same. I think Jack's, given he's got alchemy, is going to be very interested in all of this stuff.
I guess I could translate for him.
He's got comprehend languages as a ritual, so.
So do I. Yeah, that's funny. I also have Eyes of the
Excellent.
Runekeeper.
Yeah. So basically, I imagine them every 10 minutes, basically, oh, it's time. It's like a smoke break, you know? They cast a ritual, and then they continue the research.
So
Hey man,
Xavier
that's
is
a little bit more realistic than we all think. I kind of need that smoke break to,
Do you mind?
Xavier-
comprehend languages.
Don't
Xavier
tempt me,
will
Frodo.
also offer to everybody to use prestidigitation to clean themselves up if they need, like their
Oh.
clothing and such.
Do you
No.
mind me helping out with the books too?
Yeah, I can help you out with the book.
Hey, you know, I'm still standing over here and had a bit of plot information to relay to you if you wanted to come back and we could perhaps talk it over.
Hey,
All right.
old man, I'm still in
Didn't
the room.
he
okay?
want water?
Water.
He said he wanted water.
Oh, I was just saying if you had a fire hose of radiant holy water, you could easily clear that hallway of undead, but looks like you...
Oh, I
Fine job
misunderstood
yourself.
then. I thought he was asking for water.
Oh, it frequently happens. It happens.
We have
well,
a new nickname. It's called Fireballs.
What is a door scare?
He kind of looks over each of you.
I see that your group here seems to have come from variety of backgrounds would be a fair way of saying it. You in particular, and he points at Xavier's belt. Where did you come across that dagger?
I found it on my travels after I was rescued by Callista.
Just
Is he pointing at the undead slayer? Is that what?
he is.
Okay.
Just mysteriously came into your inventory, was it?
Yes. How did you know that?
I've met a few people who have the same tale, and it is a blessing in disguise. I am Dornskir, the crafter of these mighty daggers. I'm
Oh.
glad you have found use for them. I can't quite claim as to know how you obtained them. Blessing in disguise, as I said.
I
So
have a
you're the
feeling
one
it
who
may-
has the dagger that most of us have a version of.
What?
As I pull out my own undead slayer.
Ah,
I-
yes,
I-
you've
mo-
got... Oh, but you've
There
also got
are-
one of those pathetic elven wannabes, that corpse slayer nonsense.
I like throw it at his feet, and I'm like, look at it. It's yours. It's the same one as his.
Yes, that is some mighty, amazing dwarven craftsmanship, but that sword you carry is just pathetically laughable.
I just give Xavier a look as I like grasp my hand on my sword.
Xavier is just kind of smirking at this one. He's like, so you created these. I have a
Yes.
strong feeling that they got distributed possibly by another entity that has been trying to help us along the way.
Perhaps so. I was not quite finished with my construction of the Undead Slayer. If we find the proper time, some downtime perhaps, I would be thrilled to continue my work on this weapon and allow it to see its full potential in your hands.
Xavier nods. That would be greatly appreciated.
And of course, the same offer to you. I can do nothing for the sword you carry, but the dagger could stand to use a few modifications. He looks over at Ballard.
I'd welcome it, but this sword is also not the one I will be using as I pull out the Rod of the Worldly Might that I got. I just have to take time to attune to this.
You guys see the funny text overlay we have here, like we did last time? Now we have young
Yep.
tongue-in-cheek Greya and Ballard-ass Blake Barrington.
That's exactly what I just put into the chat. I was looking and I was like, Ballard ass Blake Barrington.
And young tongue-in-cheek.
Well now.
Yikes. Funny accident there. So, yes indeed, and I do have... What is Jax doing? Is he freaking Michael Jacksoning, like, his way across the hallway and back in the room?
He's glitching in and out of existence.
Yeah, he's just, like, moonwalking back and forth. Is there another in your number who might benefit from one of these undead slayers? I do have another that was not ripped from my possession that I would be happy to upgrade and gift to one of you as thanks for getting me out of this predicament.
Xavier will kind of turn and look over at Preyu. Possibly the lady over there.
I don't particularly use mine, so if somebody else would benefit from it, you can have it.
Oh. He also looks over at Greya and Rala, Blake, Young, Tick, Jax.
From the sounds of it, there's 2 undead slayers up for grabs.
Yep, yeah, if you're
Feels like
giving
a
yours
take
away.
one different place.
Well, I don't
I mean,
really
that-
use mine. That's the point of it, though. Yeah.
I'll take one just in case.
Beautiful. Free magical
Preyu's
weapon.
been very quiet.
I volunteer. I volunteer.
As
all
could
right.
you?
Let's have a sneak peek of what your weapon is about to become. Right now, it's pretty cool. It's about to become fucking amazing. When attuned, the Undead Slayer Dagger is now a +3 weapon that does a base die 6 damage and a die 6 radiant versus Undead. When attacking Undead with this weapon, attack rolls are made with advantage. # Corpse Slayer sucks ass.
I like this.
Did
Man.
you create this upgrade after everyone started using Corpse Slayer?
I've had this in mind the entire time, and people just wanted to fucking abandon my homebrew item for some stupid-ass Corpse Slayer weapon. From session 1, I had a player redeem a rare magic item, and I had to refund it because I was like, oh shoot, those aren't supposed to be open yet.
That's funny.
It's like, alright,
What?
I've given out all these homebrew items that might have a purpose later on in game, and people want to redeem stuff for a similar version that might do a little bit more damage right now for a few sessions.
Oh no, definitely.
So-
I just have the
I
I just
think-
have the Rod of Lordly Might, so there's not really
Oh,
a whole
yeah.
lot of point
So
of
how do
me
I
using
add
the
this
dagger.
bad boy into my inventory?
I was
Uh,
going to say, is it changing now or after downtime?
It'll be during downtime. But we have no combats planned for the remainder of the session, so effectively you can add the updated version into your inventory now. It is a +3 dagger, is what you're going to drag and drop into your inventory, but then there are some specifications and modifications that need to be done as far as changing the damage block, changing the crit block, adding a second damage option for the radiant spillover versus undead. It is a highly customizable weapon.
Is that an extra D6 versus undead, or is that just?
It is an
change
extra
it to
dice
6?
6. Correct.
Okay, my bad.
Well, if it on a crit, it becomes a 6, of course. If you have like the orange peeler
Well,
and stuff like that.
Yeah. I just wasn't the verbiage of what it said. It just made me think it was a D6 of normal piercing damage and then a D6 of radiant versus the undead.
Correct. That's what it is.
Oh,
Instead of it being a die 4 normal and a die 4 extra miscellaneous damage versus undead, now it's a die 6 basic because it's like a Rambo serrated giant knife, and then it does an extra die 6 radiant versus undead.
Gotcha. If somebody
Wait,
is
so
claiming
how do-
my, sorry, go ahead.
So
I was
who
just
got-
asking where that box went so that I can drag it into my own box. It disappeared.
Let me check your character sheet here.
Could
Did
you
somebody
put it in for me
second
again, since I missed it too?
Did somebody claim that second undead slayer?
Is that what
I hear.
is that what
two
Rala
people
is saying
claim.
here? You want to add the dagger as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm hearing 2 people grabbed undead slayers, right?
Looks like it.
Okay, then I will delete mine from my inventory since somebody else grabbed it.
All right.
Yeah. Can you? Yeah. DM, could you put that in mind, please? Because I don't know how to do that.
Oh, wait, one second. Now we've got 3 daggers going out, and there's only 2 that are being given. So now we went from not enough people claiming to 1 too many claimed.
Yeah. Well, I called dibs first.
I did hear Parker say she volunteered as tribute second.
So Kira and him.
That does seem to be the way of it.
All right then.
This is the way.
All right, let's change this Undead Slayer. And again, I posted something about this in our chat. I'd like to see uniformity across the board with this. If it is not something that you take care of, it is something that I have on my to-do list during our downtime. I only ask that you do not change it back, even if it is not how you would see it done. It is in the interest of consistency.
I do have a question about that. Doing it the way that you had, do we have to have duplicate attack blocks made up, one for if it's not undead and one for if it is undead then?
Probably should.
Okay. Because the way that I had done it before was I was just putting it as the secondary damage and putting a notation that that was the OP damage.
Yeah, this is how I have it set on
For
Rio's
the
character sheet.
for the undead slayer fit.
So yeah, that is how it should roll. It should roll a die 6 plus her modifier +3 on attack and damage because it's a +3 weapon. It does an extra die 6 flat radiant versus undead. And then of course if you have orange peeler and other things, then the verbiage in that second box would likely change. Additionally, you could possibly create a global attack modifier, like where rage damage, sneak attack, and things like that apply, and have that be your orange peeler extra damage if you've got so many different combinations that you don't want to just create attack block after attack block. You can just create a global one that you check on and check off as necessary.
So does mine look okay the way that I've got it set up then? Because I've got that same amount, the 3 plus the damage plus my dex bonus. And then
Hey, I got a quick question. Maybe, if it's like all individual questions, we can resolve that outside of the time when we're all together so that we can actually do together things
That is fair.
while we're together.
Sure.
That is quite fair. But at least for now, we have unlocked the upgrade here for our dwarf Dornskir, who I've been kind of foreshadowing for a number of weeks here between our different tables, especially on the Agent Orange side. Our Monday and Tuesday table are taking the mall, which is going to be our home base. And Sunday, G2 has finally taken an outpost here at the Riverside Casino. We have gotten the dwarf Dornskier in our company. We have not found exactly what we're looking for here, so we're going to have to continue searching around, it would appear, or possibly start circling back to Marco with the bad news. In either case, though, we are running preciously low on fuel. We may not get much farther in the battle van at all.
Yeah, so I guess then the question is, Jack will say, perhaps a more thorough search of the facility to try to find the plans might be in order. I can basically handle that with maybe one other person.
Well, since I can read the documentation we're looking for, perhaps I should be the one to travel with you.
Perfect. And then, is it our plan to hold this facility?
It does seem to be a fairly secure location, and it already has the things set up out back for us to be able to work with.
It would also be a wise idea to expand the territory that our group has access to that zombies do not.
If that is so, then perhaps we should secure the facility, and number two, ensure that we have appropriate supplies for this, for a prolonged period of us being together. Perhaps the other people here could organize themselves to do those two things.
Yeah, if you guys want to go do that, I look at my broad again and I just say, I got some things I need to go work out.
Now, in terms of food and drink, good berries are basically good meals for a day, right?
In the lamest way possible, yeah.
Yeah, basically, it's kind of like, we won't die of starvation, but, so the important thing that Jax is making note of is whatever it is, make sure the druid stays alive.
Yeah, as far as supplies go here in the casino, there are a number of which that were left behind in the different rooms here on both levels of the casino. Additionally, there is an unmapped subterranean level of the casino that you can only reach via the elevators here. I know very piss poor planning here as far as giving fire escapes and necessary fire code things in that nature. But that subterranean level is where a great majority of the excess supplies were stored, most of which were boxed and canned supplies, and most of those are still in good standing. So as far as an outpost goes here, we do have at least probably like 30 to 60 days worth of supplies in that respect.
Okay, so there's no zombies down there, is there, that we'd have to do another fight?
Correct. We have cleared the place of any offense here. Unless we are going to deliberately seek out a fight, we are pretty much done with combat for the session.
Beautiful. Then that I would suggest is one of our spots that we go and check to see if maybe they have anything down in the supplies that is tied to the fuel situation.
Might as well.
Yeah, and the big thing that we do find in that respect, there are no excess fuel reserves that we are able to make use of. There are no raw materials that we have the knowledge to combine to create our own fuel. The only things that we are able to locate are back in the lab where the guy's personal notes are. It would appear that one of his journals that... it would appear that he left a journal behind. And some of the last writings in it that we can have translated through the grapevine of language barrier difficulty is that when the zombies started their resurgence here at the casino, as they were preparing to pack up and move out, some of them had spotted a new settlement inexplicably across the landscape nearby. They presume it's Lake Mead, but there's some confusion in that respect, as they shouldn't be able to see Lake Mead from this spot, and yet there's a lake clearly out in the middle of the landscape. And it would appear that that is the destination that our survivors from the Riverside Casino went to. And going
And
here...
which direction would it be?
That would be, here we are, and this is what they're talking about. Oh, look who's up there.
Woo! Yeah.
What is up, my Monday, Tuesday groups?
Let's
Friends.
link up. Let's link up. They have one session left apiece and a Mall of the Undead to clear, and they are in the final boss battle sections of that right now.
So,
What, you mean there's a boss battle up there? What?
Yeah, stupid ass.
So are we saying that we are going to do this investigation, gather whatever supplies we can, and then travel up north?
I think that would be the best bet, to try and find fuel that we can continue using the horseless carriages.
Is their boss fight a giant turtle?
Oh, wait.
Is it turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
If that's the
I was
case,
gonna make that joke! I was gonna make that joke!
if that's the case, then let us quickly rest for the night. We will probably need a day to examine the rest of the facilities. I suggest then that whoever can packs up and figures out what supplies we would need, because I do not have any experience with this. And then we start off the journey the day after. Is that all right with everyone?
That
It's
sounds
fine
good
with
to
me.
me.
I need time
Sounds
to,
great.
I
Sounds
need
good.
time to tune to items. So
I'm good.
Okay, so in
Yes.
2 days, we would have investigated this whole area, gathered all the supplies that we need, I guess shut this facility down, and then we head up north.
When the pathway to the Turtle Cove got revealed, for a second I thought a bunny dragon was revealed to be a boss in the pathway, because for some reason I don't have the things turned off. So I was like, oh god, we're gonna have to fight a bunny dragon.
That would be
Okay.
interesting.
Does
right.
anybody know the way? Or are we just going to go north?
Well, Xavier's going to look out the window because he did say that they could see it from here. So I'm going to look north and look out the window.
We're looking at about the far extent of line sight here, about 25 miles. So we can definitely see there is a city covered in the saturated gloom, indicative of heavy orange presence.
Xavier will point. I think that is our destination.
All right, then off to Ratas we go.
All right. So, in that time of the long rest, I can attune to my Rod of Alertness. And for now, my Ruby of the War Mage, because I have to wait for him to upgrade the dagger till later.
Wait. I thought it was the Doobie of the Far Sage.
Yes, the Doobie of the Far Sage, that's it. He's going to attune to that in that room.
and along that note,
That does take an hour. Smoking doobies with my brothers.
along
and then
in
he's
that
going
note, I will unattune from my Corpse Slayer. Does that require time, or can I just like automatically do that?
That's automatic. Let Mike finish though, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was. My bad.
And then after I've settled in for the long rest, because I don't actually have to sleep, I'm going to spend the entire 8 hours of the long rest reading the information that's in that table.
Well, there is a variety of real-world religious knowledge to be gained, a lot of mythology, and stories of fantasy as well. Like they have he's got like a Arthurian legends there as well. So stuff that kind of ties into things that you're a bit familiar with. It's like, oh, the Legend of King Arthur and Excalibur. Like these aren't legends verbatim that you're familiar with, but at least the themes kind of make a bit more sense. So it kind of connects this world a bit more to what you're familiar with.
Awesome.
Well,
while I'm
might as
doing
well-
that reading, I'm going to be working on my English speaking at the same time. Basically reading it quietly to myself out loud.
Hey, well, since I didn't make this, wasn't actually canon, but what I'd like to ask for the Rollo would like to ask for the book of Mice of Men, if anyone would have it.
Oh, Xavier has that. He'll hand it over if you wanted to read it.
Yeah, bro. Rollo would probably go like, this probably seems like a nice wholesome book, as she starts reading it.
Yeah, and the
Or-
sequel, Watership Down.
Fight,
Or
Da, 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 da.
What was
Well,
what were you
during-
saying there earlier though, Richter?
During that, I will unattune from my Ion Stone and my Corpse Slayer so that I can attune to my Rod of Worldly Might and the Tier 1 artifact, the Death Scabbard.
Ooh,
The Deathstalker
nice.
Scabbard.
Yeah.
I did have a question about that. Hold on, let me copy and paste it.
Reading the scientific books related to alchemy. Yep. Totally legit in that respect. He's also got some books on gemstones and precious minerals and things of that nature as well.
It does mention the 24 hours. Would that be applicable during the downtime? Would that to be able to use that feature of it?
Oh, definitely. We're gonna have like
Okay.
weeks, at least like
Okay.
2 or 3 weeks of downtime.
No, I just wanted to make sure that it would apply during the downtime, just real quick.
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah. Once we come back in January, these effects will fully be in play.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not expecting it right now. Not that it means anything.
Yeah,
right
we
now
don't have any
anyways.
combat anyway. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I just wanted to double check.
Exactly. Yeah, the remaining 20 minutes or so here are basically set for travel between point A and point B here, and any RP that you guys may wish to do with yourselves or between the NPCs. We will have a bit of opening here where we have traditionally not had the time because we've been running from one site to the next.
Yeah, I'll set up all the attack blocks and stuff for the different buttons of the rod.
Cool.
That's
I'm
it for
sorry,
me,
but is it okay if I get going because it is midnight for me right now and I'm very tired.
Alrighty.
I'm very
Alright.
sorry.
Have a good one.
It's all good. Have a good night, man.
Have a good one.
So,
Thank you. Good night.
good night.
since Tongue in Cheek was the one who gave me the Green Eggs and Ham book, he is going to kind of ask if he could listen to his pronunciations as he's reading through some of these stories and such. Not for the entire 8 hours, of course, but for a little bit, and just kind of get him to help as best he can.
He does agree to it. However, it's fairly obvious within about 10 to 15 minutes he has no patience for this kind of scholarly stuff, as he can't really correct you in some way you'd understand aside from "Rah! Ah!"
Okay.
And yeah, he gets he is apparently pretty offended at your accent and not really wanting to participate in the correction. And Jung just kind of shakes her head and smiles, and seems that she would be a bit more willing to volunteer in that respect.
That works too.
Since we're
Cool.
only around each other a lot, Jax will just listen in on that as well.
Very cool. And
Can
yeah,
I also
unfortunately.
listen?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I wanted to also listen in.
Very cool.
Story time with Xavier.
And yeah, looks like we're gonna have some foot travel here. It's not gonna take us just an hour or so to make it cross country here in the battle van. We're gonna have to spend the better part of a day, maybe a day and a quarter, hoofing it on foot overland here because the battle van is officially out of fuel, and there is just no fuel to be had here at the casino that we can use to get us going again.
Question: do we have access to the store from here?
I mean, I can summon the merchant.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
anybody-
I think Jax would probably get, if he knows that there's going to be overland travel like this, he's going to get Leomund's tiny hut to try and fit all of us in there, because that keeps us safe.
Sure.
Do you want
That's
me
a
to summon the
ritual
merchant?
spell,
Do
right?
you have the ability to? Or?
Oh, yeah, he's got that.
Okay.
So- He'll actually go around asking, oh, actually, no. Yeah, we can purchase, but without the discount, correct? If other people need something. So.
Well, I would just be giving you the gold.
In
at
a
that
manner
point.
of speaking,
Yeah.
the compromise we came up with is if it's an attunement item, then you can't apply the discount for the subscription. If it's just general things like potions and what have you, then you can apply the discount and divvy them out as you wish.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so yeah, I'll record a couple of spells and then spend the money for that.
Okay.
Those are just going to be spells that make the journey safer.
Cool.
Do I need to summon the merchant at this point, or?
He's got it. He can do it.
Oh,
As
Yeah.
my bad.
He's not a legend, but he is epic.
No, I don't know anybody's subscription level.
Faux
That's why I
show.
was asking.
Faux
Yeah.
show. I hear you.
Thanks for offering, though.
No worries.
Yeah, I think it's taken me, no joke, like 19 months of running these games consistently week in and week out to where I'm finally, I think, like 80% comfortable with people's subscriptions. The Twitch side is still the hard side because those, if they're done with Prime, they don't get the auto renewal. Everybody has a different start and end date for their subscription, so what shows one day isn't necessarily what's going to show the next day. So those are a little harder to retain in my mind, but as far as the Discord subscriptions, those fortunately are locked in a little better. Everybody's got them on recurring, so it's easier to track.
Yeah, I think it's either this month or next month is my reoccurring of the Twitch Tier 3 for the next 6 months.
Oh, nice. Anything else that we would like to accomplish here during our overland journey? I rolled for random encounters, and we've got nothing in the field of play here, positive or negative. So we've got a clear day ahead.
I am going to yell at whoever digs the latrine that we inevitably have to use because they are disturbing the worms.
My God.
I'm glad she wasn't here when I was making all the earth move around.
Oh, geez, right?
Meanwhile,
I was present for that. I just was looking the other direction.
meanwhile, Ralla's just sobbing her eyes out from reading the story.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Jax will take some time during the journey to try and get to know each person, and I think we can kind of resolve that over chat on the Discord.
Certainly
cool.
can. We can also do any additional role play we want here. We certainly have the time.
So
Any character details, any background aspects, anything in that nature that you want to reveal or retouch on?
Ballard would just slowly speak up and just ask. So, what'd y'all think of the white lady that was next to that temporal dragon?
Oh yeah, mommy.
I didn't really pay too much attention to it, really.
I was a little focused on the zombies we were fighting, so I couldn't really say much. But they did take us away to that place, which seemed very safe.
Can you just do some kind of like legend lore, or, try and figure out who those two might be, like in history maybe, or religion?
How you just see Bauer just like chuckle to himself real quick.
Like via a skill check or like an actual spell, like legend lore. What you got?
Oh no, don't have the spell. So yeah, skill check.
You can try a history check.
I would know immediately.
That little giggle was not. That doesn't sound good.
I mean, Ballard at least knows her name.
I mean, you have very strong suspicions that have just seemingly been confirmed with everything she says and does. A 20. What is Jax's native setting?
Let's see. Lorehold University. He was a nomad.
Saving, right?
Yeah, so basically he was a nomad that whose parents decided to send him to university because their way of life died.
Gotcha. Yeah, this would be pretty far outside of that zone, and as such, yeah, there's not anything offhand that you would know about either of them.
Actually, I'm going to add a heal point. Let's see. Okay. Will that make a difference? Let's see.
Yeah, same result. It's this is something very, very unique and specific, and seemingly like otherworldly as well. Like not just the close planes of existence, like something that's like far outside of this galaxy.
Daniel, would Ballard know like specifics about her, or just like the very broad terms of what she did during the Colossus? Goes for the dragon as well, but
I would say roll a history check of your own.
okay, got you.
And was the dragon, just to clarify, was the dragon like with her, or like did it seem like it was her familiar or something, or was it just happened to be there with her? Like
it's the way I've described it, which I think I just neglected to this time because I think I've already done it like 7 or 8 times and just figured everybody knew by this point. The dragon is a massive ghostly entity that is always behind her, with one of its giant claws on her shoulder, almost like it's kind of directing her movement.
okay, that part I didn't catch that part, so.
No worries. I definitely did not say it tonight. I just know I've said it every other time that I introduce her, and by this point I'm like, it's the 10th time she's appeared at one of these tables. Everybody kind of knows what they're looking at this point, but that is not necessarily true. Natural 20 on the history, I would say as specific as you can personally recollect.
As specific as like me as a player can recollect.
Exactly. Like
gotcha.
You would be pretty knowledgeable about what she is, what she did. Same thing with the demon dragon.
No, I just wanted to make sure you were telling me like my player knowledge. That's all.
Right.
Okay. I will not go back in a 20-hour spew and figure out what she did in the past.
We need a role-playing unlimited like fandom page that has the lore and backstory on everybody.
Yeah, we do have some of that kind of built out. Like there's the cast of characters page, there's the Coalescence story channels that have recaps of what happened in the last campaign, have some setup for how we began this campaign as well. But otherwise, it's all kind of in the text channels for you as the players to fill in. And yeah, I think there are a lot of people from this table specifically who do not know what happened, or who the mistress was, who the demon dragon were. So, any details in that regard that you want to convey, this is a good opportunity to do so.
I'll just start chuckling and just look up, and just say, I don't really know the specifics of how or when, but I can just guess that, there is this being called Nihilus running around the universe. I'd mentioned to you guys before that I'm not from this realm, I guess you could say. I just ended up here after a weird time force, which I presume came from that dragon because he looks dead now, but he used to be a demon Heim dragon. At least that's much I've heard from my father.
So why is he here?
I don't know.
Just
Last-
offhandedly, Xavier just says from reading his book, unfinished business.
Last I know, I was upon our starship when most of our warriors and everyone, including my father, went off to fight the final battle against Nihilus, and then I ended up here.
Also,
Get that thing off my screen.
Get that off my screen.
You know Ballard will go insane because Yinvir was like Nihilus's #1 target. Get the fuck thing
Oh
off my
my
screen.
gosh.
Also,
Conveniently, this is
just
the one table that hasn't run into the cult of Nihilus.
Oh no, that's why I'm not like mentioning like specifics about like his like, or you know what I mean.
Yep.
completely unrelated. I don't know if it's on your side or Ballard or Dan's side, but I heard a cat yelling in the background, and it made me very, very happy. And I need you to convey how much I love that cat to that cat.
Aw.
That's
Yes, that
my
cat sounds
He's
adorable.
trying to get out, but my parents are sleeping right now, so.
Yeah, if you hear my dog in the background, it's because he's barking very loudly and ferociously at somebody and probably does not sound like somebody you want to put love on.
I can tell my kitties
I've
that.
often said if I die because a 500-pound fluff monster gets to me, then that's how I die, and that is why I pet every single animal I see.
He's a 15-pound Shih Tzu Terrier, but he's like one of the most ferocious little Ewoks that's ever freaking walked the planet.
Dude, try my 17-pound cat who's like freaking 3 feet tall when he stands up.
She sounds like mine. My cat, Maya, she bullies all the neighborhood dogs because she's like 12 and a half pounds, but she's like vicious.
So I do have a question. Are we actually making the trip to Turtle Cove during this time frame that we're just kind of chit-chatting right now, or is this kind of still the pre-prep stuff and this is going to all happen on January?
We will be making the trip during this game because our characters are going to end in Turtle Cove. There's going to be a little time ambiguity, though, because Monday and Tuesday still have yet to clear the site.
Okay. Just checking.
Cool.
What, am I not allowed to play next Tuesday with Ballard and Silkis in the same party?
Oh, they will not. The time will not sync up in that respect.
Damn.
Wah wah wah. I put a little notation there. I didn't want to interrupt everybody doing roleplay, so just a little notation that Xavier's also grabbing a notebook if there's an empty one on the table there, and he's writing down common use sentences in the notebook so that he can reference it when he's talking to other people in English until he gets the hang of the conversation better.
Very cool.
But going back to what we were talking about, that lady you call what was it? What
Mommy.
was it for you? As far as I remember, I don't know how it went on the battlefield, but their plan was to use her to win the battle against Nihilus in some way. Don't know how that ended out or what happened, but that woman is known as Mistress IG.
Is there a reason that she claimed to be all of our mothers?
She's more known as a keeper, as far as I've been told, at least.
Do you think she's some sort of godlike being or something?
I don't know if I'd put her that far, but compared to us, most likely.
Well,
Yeah,
it seems that there is some relationship that is happening between these zombies and undead, this mistress and the Time Dragon.
She did say when I was talking to her, she said that they were just as important as we are.
Well, she did work with us against Nihilus, so I wouldn't necessarily think she would be working with the zombies, but nothing can be against it by now. There's nothing that shoots that claim.
It is very interesting to note that she, unlike the dragon, is very obviously physically present, and the zombies just continue to ignore her at every turn. Like, they don't even look in her direction as if to consider her as a target, and then just go after somebody else. They just don't even
No, I
recognize
know, that's why
her.
I'm like, because I know what happened during End Battle, but Bauer doesn't, so that's why I'm kind of like it.
So, we still have the intelligent undead lady with us too. Is she coming along with us on this trek?
I would love to. I am certain there will be answers to be found in the process.
I agree. I do have a question for you. If you are to fall during our adventures, I would like to, with your permission, attempt to cast a spell called Revivify and see whether or not it would bring you back to your living self at that point.
That's a very long DM is thinking pause.
Right? She has to kind of drum up her own recollection. Magic, yes, I remember this magic. I died some time ago, however. Do you think it would work, given that my death was then and not to come? I don't know if I'm making sense.
You are making sense, and this is the reason why I'm curious about it, because yes, you have died. But if you die again while you're already undead, would it work from the time of your most recent death, is my curiosity.
I just elbow it over and I just pull out the pack with the scrolls in it.
This is a very tempting proposition. If I were certain of my restoration, I would welcome the opportunity to be what I once was. I do not find this form comforting at all. It is cold and lifeless and hollow and bleak.
And that is why I said if you were to fall during our adventures. I don't want to inflict it upon you at this time for fear that it may not work. But if you are to perish in combat, for example, or something else against our foes, I would attempt to try this spell on you to see if it does bring you back. It's a curiosity I have, because unless we were to capture a regular one of the zombies, we could always try it on that. And he kind of like gets that far off thinking look on his head. We could always grab one of the unintelligent ones and try it.
Ah, yes, if only you had tested this theory out before bringing it to me. I admit my optimism is high where it did not exist before?
Well, as we near the town, we can assume that such a big location, like we can see the buildings, right? There's a lot of buildings. It's big.
And the gloom
Okay.
over the city would indicate there are a lot of zombies there.
We can just try it with one of the upcoming zombies. Like, we know there are definitely going to be some guys there. We can grab one of them and use it on, experiment on that one first.
We may run across the occasional wandering the countryside as well.
Yes. And that, I think, would be a good thing, because if it does work, we can start reversing this plague.
That would be a very tedious process to do it individually, though, wouldn't it?
Mass revivify.
Yes, it would be a very tedious process, but it would definitely be a good thing to do.
But how would we decide who gets to be revivified first?
I don't think we have an option. It's pick and choose. Grab one, take them out, revivify if it works. This is all hinging on whether or not this theory actually functions. Because by technicality of the spell, it says it has to be cast within 1 minute of your death. It doesn't say anything about which death and which form you were in previously. Just it has to be within 1 minute of your death.
See, now you've got my science brain all on, and I'm like, what would happen? Like, this sounds cool.
Who's got, let's roll survival. Who wants to go hunting and see if we can track down a lone or couple zombies that we can easily wrangle up and test this out on?
I've
If
got
someone
a
has a higher
+5.
survivor than me, I've only got a +4, so I'm more than happy to use the help action.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
the
got a
7 inch.
+5 to survival.
Anybody got more than 7?
I got a -1. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you
All
stay
right,
home
so-
and read.
Ballard is going to be the one with me giving him the help action, so he has advantage on the roll.
All right.
Hey, Ballard, good friend. We have some science we wish to do. Can you go hunt for us and round up a zombie?
Ballard immediately ignores everything until you say hunt, and then he just leaps out of the van.
We need you to bring it
We
back.
need alive.
We need you to bring it back alive. You can kill it once it's here, but we need it here before it is dead.
He's long gone.
Well, I guess I'm helping him, so I'll be with him, and I'll explain that to him on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, Jax will follow along because he's a scholar and this kind of stuff interests him. Magic and all.
Very cool. Yeah, we can definitely grab ourselves a Class D normal and bring it back for experimentative purposes. And are we using an item, a scroll, or casting the actual spell?
I actually have the spell on my list, so I'm
Would you
casting the
rather
actual
use your
spell.
spell slot, or would you rather use the scroll?
Spell slot, because it comes back after an hour of short rest.
It does, but
Okay.
you have to burn the component if you use the spell slot.
I do? I thought, oh,
That is
because I do have the
listed.
5.
Yeah, that is
Then yes,
listed
I-
as the component. It does consume it.
Okay, then I'll use the scroll. Because
Okay,
that
I'll
would-
delete
we'll
one of the
consume the
scrolls
scroll.
from my inventory. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, which
We
I
have
think the
9
scroll is
left.
300 gold pieces either. It's either you're burning a 300 gold piece scroll or a 300 gold piece diamond.
Well,
Well, we kill a Class D, we perform a revivify on it, and there is nothing to restore life to. This is an undead husk, and yep, there's nothing mechanically that will work as the two interact.
Well, it was worth a try.
Very interesting idea for sure.
so nothing happened? Like, just nothing at all happened? It just died?
Correct. Yeah, this is effectively like a much lower level raised dead, which effectively restores the soul to the body. And the way I read it is that this is the soul has departed the body within the last few minutes or so,
And in this case, whatever soul this orange had has long since departed.
So
Okay.
it
Interesting.
doesn't have its soul, but the intelligent one does. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not gonna.
That's
Kill
kind of a risky
an
maneuver if you want to try
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I'm not going to kill an intelligent creature, even if it is undead at this moment, just to test a theory. But if she happens to fall during combat, then I'll try it.
Well, very well. That'll be a wrap for the season here for Sunday G2. First table to reach this milestone, session 7. Great stuff here, friends. It's been an honor and a privilege to share these with you over the past couple months. Definitely looking forward to getting these tables back underway in January. And as I was saying, I think your table will be the first or one of the first to come back, because we're going to have Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I believe, end on their 8th sessions. So they'll actually be ahead of the other 3 tables by the end of 2024. But then when we kick off 25, the 3 tables that are behind will then catch up very quickly in that respect, because they'll be the first tables to come back. And that's all part of the juggling act here with the story that we have connected between all of our different tables. Again, thank you all so much for being here. An honor and a privilege, as always, to share the tabletop with you.
Absolutely. It's
Definitely.
always a joy to hang out with you guys and like hear all of your brilliant ideas and fun, and it's just, you guys are great.
I had a blast tonight. Thank you, everybody.
Definitely.
thank you,
I love
Dan.
the jokes at Ballard's expense. Like, seriously. I make characters to be laughed at. Don't worry. Do it.
Much fun, you
Really?
all. Have a good night.
I think instead of calling you Ballard, we're gonna have to start calling you Blender, the way that you're just going through these zombies.
I
Here
think
we
Oh,
it's
go.
boy.
fire.
Yeah, I think I will actually not fix the calendars there, as Westy is recommending in our Twitch chat. It will show the dates throughout December, but that's unfortunately it's an all or none with Discord. Either I can enter a manual date for the event, every event, or I can just post it once and have it automatically continue every 2 weeks, which is what I've done here, so that I don't have to keep spending an hour every 2 weeks entering the event. So yeah,
Yeah,
it'll show that we still have events going on during our downtime, but hopefully by the time we come up near the end of November, everybody will be more than aware that, oh yeah, this is our last session of the year. Because yep, we had 6 to go, and now we got 5, friends. Only 5 sessions left of the Coalescence Chapter 4, and we can kind of see where everything's going on both sides of the table. Both teams have kind of converged with each other. They're all in process of clearing out what will hopefully be a solid base of operations for the months to come when we get into Coalescence Chapter 5. And based on what I'm lining up for Chapter 5, that's going to take most of 2025. I know that Chapter 4 kind of went pretty quick. That was the intent. I wanted to play like 6 to 8 sessions, get you guys from levels 1 to 3. And we got a nice bonus level there, so you guys are at least level 4 at this point. Some of you are as high as level 7, depending on subscription, hype trains, Beskar redemptions, what have you. Keep in mind that to a degree, you do control your character's progression. Like, I have a standard progression for all the tables, but you can kind of deviate that depending on how much you tune in, how much you contribute to your own character's investment. Of course, we have community challenges as well during December that everybody is counting on you. And yes, I mean you. They are big ones that will affect all characters. And I mean, it's only free stuff. So either you're getting free stuff or you're still staying as you are. But either way, it is a win scenario for our upcoming downtime starting in late November. It'll be throughout the month of December, but once the final session kicks off on Thursday the 21st, I'm going to kick off our community challenges here on Twitch, and they're all going to be 30 days, so they'll all run from November 22nd to December 22nd. So rack up those Beskars and be prepared for a grind as we try to get these community challenges unlocked. Thanks again, friends. We will see you Wednesday. Yeah, we're back Wednesday. So we'll see you then, friends. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. As always, there's no RU without you. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Thanks. Bye.
Thank
There you
you.
go.
Good night.